Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of the new version of the Kayfabe Podcast. Now, if you followed me before, you're a fan of my work. You know I've had the Kayfabe Podcast before. We've talked about wrestling. We've talked about other things. And so I thought it was just only right that it gets a revamp. It gets a revamp. It's new. It's different. Y'all remember them whack-ass Hogan colors, man? Thanks to our guy over here, Deonne, was like, hey, man, listen, I love the idea. I love the format of the show. But we can't have this Hogan shit.
fresh coat of spray paint is what I call it.
We got to flip this. And I'm like, all right. And so he was like, NWO Hogan, we're okay with.
That's more like it.
Which is my question. Why are we okay with that one?
I have no clue, man.
Because it was the greatest heel turn of all time in wrestling.
Yeah, but why are we not like? So here's my question I got to ask: if he came out Hollywood Hulk Hogan, would you boo him?
Would he be playing Voodoo Child on the way out? If you tell me he got Voodoo Child, we might have a discussion.
I didn't say yes, but I said I might because Voodoo Jimi Hendrix.
Let's just say he's coming out.
Every belt we get, or when I finally get one, the first thing I'm gonna do is play it like a guitar. So I
mean, hey, especially when you hear the NWO music play, you just
man.
So why do we not like it? It's it is crazy because we had this conversation and we said that it's different from music when you can separate the music and the artist. Like I can listen to the song, but I don't have to believe in what the artist believe in. For a wrestler, that's a little bit more difficult because the character, in a way, even though it is a character, it's still you. Mm-hmm. But this is a very interesting line because for some reason, although he is a character of controversy, it also is someone who breaks the mold of that because of the Hollywood Hulk Hogan thing. Because we don't associate that one with everything that he said for some reason.
It does seem different. It seems like two different people, right? Mm-hmm. I think on top of that, it's like I can speak for myself. I loved that character as a heel. And even going back and rewatching it, like I like that character more than the red and yellow Hogan. Like any day of the week, I'm taking that one. More charisma, more everything. But I think it's similar like what Boza just said. If he would have walked back his remarks, so not walked back, but like completely said, I'm sorry. Nothing. He never said, I'm sorry. I never said like, he just like, hey, the mic was on, guys. Make sure y'all don't say anything around anybody. So I think if he could have come out and apologized like wholeheartedly, I don't think we see that same video every year during Black History Month of 2K of every black wrestler being. Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
No. Every black video game character in the ring jumping. I don't even know how you did that.
You got like 3 people in the ring, right? Like
he was the only one, and they all was on his ass. But I was like, how video game wise did y'all do that? Like, how did all the computer know to do that?
That was with all intentions. That's basically with pure intentions. That's how they did that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, you know what? We're up to date. We know what's going on too. Let's jump him. Let's jump him, man. But we are live with the Kayfabe Podcast. This is the first time being back, and so of course, if for those that don't know, I'm also on another show that's called Women's Wrestling Talk. If you are not subscribed to it, if you're not following it, make sure you go follow it on YouTube and all of the social medias. And this is where I got to meet my tag team partner over there, and I'm gonna allow her to introduce herself, so y'all can be introduced to her from my side of the town. Honey, you have the floor.
Yes. I am wrestling with Honey long story short. And I pretty much have started creating content with Women's Wrestling Talk for almost a year, going on a year now. I've also been a part of a panel called Sports Mark Analysts as well, doing a lot of predictions and reactions to a lot of the PLEs and events that have gone in years past. And here I am with the Kayfabe Podcast. My two brothers here. I'm so excited to do this. I'm really happy to be on board with this, and can't wait to just see what this brings. Opens new doors. Women's wrestling. It's like Sports Mark Analysts led to Women's Wrestling Talk, led to Kayfabe Podcast, and who knows what other doors this might open. And I'm excited.
Yes, indeed. And of course, my other panelists on here, if you are a fan of my Straight Out of a Comic Book, kind of the same colors as well. So, it's definitely a pattern and theme for myself. He has been on the show. And let me just say, we have a lot of things that we compete against. He has his own show. He has his own wrestling show. And the reason why I say compete is a compete of Batman versus Batman. And it just makes you better. And although he says that he got a lot of that stuff from me, please understand. I don't know if I've ever told you this in person. Like, you inspire me to continue to be able to figure out new things of how to do. And so that's why I say it's a competition, but it's a great competition because it makes both of us better. But I want him to be able to introduce himself. Sir, you have the floor.
Man, I again appreciate it. Again, met you guys met Honey through Women's Wrestle Talk. So, man, happy about these relationships we made this last year. Well, last year. Hosted. I'm Deonne. And below it says The People's Nightmare. I think I gave myself a nickname, so I don't know if how nicknames.
No,
but I rolled with it.
You are officially dubbed The People's Nightmare.
Perfect.
Sure.
But yeah, do a little show called All Star Fandom Show over on YouTube where we jump into all fandoms. We go gaming, wrestling, movies, TV, those things, and we just sort of celebrate the fandom culture. There's a lot of toxicity around certain fandoms and stuff like that. So just having a show to sort of celebrate those. If something bad, we will point it out, but we don't go in there like this sucks. If it sucks, we're gonna have to explain why it sucks. But yeah, met Will over the last summer, I think. Hopped on one of his shows. He came on one of mine where we discussed The Rock, obviously a wrestling connection there. I have a Primetime Championship Wrestling too. His channel, his Trill Championship Wrestling is what it's called. But no, like the whole making you better thing. Like I watched yours and I was like, you know what? I think I can one up him. Then I saw your show after mine. I was like, oh, he took that. Okay, let me think of doing this. So it's friendly competition. It's just making us better in it. And the fact that people don't know or realize how long it really takes to make those wrestling shows through 2K. Because I want the matches to end somehow, and the computer always ends up doing something funky. So,
oh my gosh, yeah,
neither here nor there. But just happy to be on the Kayfabe podcast. I think it's going to be a pretty dope show, pretty fun with our topics and stuff. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Love to do this on a Saturday, man. This is good.
Oh yeah, yes indeed. And y'all can always catch us here Saturdays. Time, I'm not gonna give an official time, but we will always try to shoot for around this time. But on Saturdays, you can join myself, Honey, and Deonne here on the Kayfabe podcast talking about wrestling. And you're gonna see some of the stuff that we have here. Now, again, if you're a fan of the Women's Wrestling Talk, I know you're gonna be like, well, I see y'all there all the time. Trust me, this is a different show. We do have some trending news that we talk about, but we also have segments that we like to get into that y'all are going to see today. So if you are here, thank you for rocking with us, and we hope that you do enjoy the show. Now, I want to get into some trending news. Now, of course, I think this is great to have on Saturdays because we get to kind of round up everything. I know Collision happens on Saturday, but Courtney's not on the show.
It's only got like a few more weeks left, right? Like
I don't know. I did hear.
Didn't it get canceled?
I know Rampage got canceled.
Oh God,
it's so crazy. Everybody thinks Collision got canceled
because it should.
Why? What did Collision do wrong?
It's a Saturday show that pulls in like 200,000 viewers, man, on a Saturday.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, Will. Come on, man.
It is a lot. 200,000? If you think about it, if you put the video on YouTube and you got 200K, is that not a lot of views? Oh, word, that's what we doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, David. Hold on.
You know for a fact.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
That's not the best.
Yep, he's gonna do it. There it is.
I feel like it's true NWO now. Shades inside.
You know
Right.
what? You know what? Yeah, it's giving. And
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Okay.
Just back like in the back like Macho Man.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't wait till we get together, like Honey said, so we can do an NWO promo. And Honey, you Hogan in this. You talking most of the whole time.
I'm Hogan in this.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You definitely because it's your idea, so you got to come in.
Let me tell you something, brother. Was actually perfect coming out of you there. Like I, was thinking more along the lines of Scott Hall. Like I got that AO down pat. Like
yeah, man.
All right. So we'll workshop it then. We'll work.
Okay. No, but like that's their lowest view show, right? AEW's lowest view show is Collision, right?
I mean, isn't Dynamite getting the same numbers?
What day does Dynamite come on? Wednesdays, right?
Yeah.
I mean, NXT still beat it this week.
I mean, well, NXT, what do you expect?
Yeah. I mean, they average about 500,000, so that's pretty good for the weekday. But man, that they did some bad numbers on Saturdays.
I mean, but you gotta remember too, though, on Saturdays, it's very difficult to get people to sit down and watch something. No doubt. See, that was and to our chat that's here as well. I thought the same thing, Sage D. I thought I was going to be Kevin Nash because I'm the tallest. But
who was the shortest member? Who was the shortest member? No, no, probably me. But it's like that very first NWO black and white video.
Yeah.
Scott Hall called Kevin Nash the big man. And the medium-sized man.
And the medium-sized man, we're gonna carve you up.
Steve,
see, we got that
punk.
That's why we got to change it. That's why it's like, although physically wise, yes, that makes all the sense. But personality wise, we got to try it out. We got to try it out. But again, I don't think it's a bad rating, especially if your prime show is 500
pulling in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so like this is your B show, so your B show would want to try to at least pull in half, and if they're in the numbers of like even from Boza, thank you for joining us over from WWT as well. They're averaging between 300 and 500. It's kind of the same.
Do we think they've sort of overextended themselves or diluted the product a bit with having so many shows along with Ring of Honor? That could be hurting it too.
I don't think it's diluted as more as I don't think it's organized yet in the direction of what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could come in with a Dynamite and a Collision, but the fact that you don't separate your titles to be like, hey, this is here. The fact you don't follow the same format as we. Mm-hmm. It doesn't help. And then for Ring of Honor, you haven't told us what Ring of Honor is. You know what I'm saying? Like that is to like how we talked about on WWT this past Friday. Please go over there to check out our WWT lives on Friday. What we talked about with Cody Rhodes and people going and when Professor letting us know, oh, you're talking about that guy that looks like Captain America.
Yeah.
That's what Ring of Honor is to a lot of other people. It's like, hey, what's this thing over here? You got to be like a real wrestling fan to know Ring of Honor. Like I can't say Ring of Honor somewhere and people just be like, heck yeah, I watch it. But
it doesn't carry the same weight like it used to in the past either.
No. So I'll tell you, Collision wasn't worth watching half the time. I mean, but it's what can you expect?
Yeah. So, sorry, we got off topic. We were going down the trend.
Well, that's a part of our shoot the shit. You came up by my tag team partner. I guess we got to have it both beginning and end. So I'm glad the shooting the shit part is wrestling, and then our other part of shooting the shit is really just talking about everything from not just wrestling, comic books. How are we feeling and stuff like that? Especially like one side of the United States being the Arctic and the other side being hell. Mm-hmm. Why I'm on the hell side, I'm not sure. I kind of feel like way. Like I think I'm on the wrong list because I'd rather be in the cold. But that's just me. But we'll get into that at the bottom. Let's get into some of this trending news. Now, SmackDown just occurred, and we have watch-alongs on the Women's Wrestling Talk, and my tag team partner, Honey, put in a vigorous 4-hour watch-along. 4 hours of work.
4 hours of work.
4 hours of work. Going from WWT, which was, well, no. Actually, you did 5 hours.
Technically, like 5. Yeah,
it was 5. No, it was
the post show, right?
4.5, because I only have like about 30 minutes for like a post show. I give 30 minutes max.
Oh, so no, actually, then it was 5.5 hours. Yeah, because the WWT live show was almost about 2. It was like an hour and 45 minutes. Then she had to go on to a watch along, which of course SmackDown is 3 hours, and then having a post show. Oh, yeah. So 5 hours of work. Yes, but we get to come on here and talk about some of the highlights from there as well as some more trending news. So just because she put in the work, let's go ahead and put a smile on her face and talk about our one and our only tribal chief.
Oh, yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, yes.
Roman Reigns was mentioned by our wise man on SmackDown this past Friday, and he dropped us a bombshell right in front of Cody Rhodes. First, he wanted to let Cody Rhodes know that the tribal chief wants his title back. He's let you have. Yes, he's let you have it for a while. You
heard that? You heard that, Deonne? You heard that?
I'm listening to Will.
And he wants his title back. And he is going to do that by securing a victory at the Royal Rumble, as it has now been announced that he is entering the Royal Rumble. Now, my question is the impact this has on the Rumble, that the tribal chief is returning to the Royal Rumble. And I want to know from you, what number should Roman Reigns enter the Royal Rumble? You know what? No. I'm gonna go with Deonne first because I want Honey to have the floor on this one. Deonne, your thoughts?
I think he draws 30. I think we haven't seen him in a Rumble in 4 years? Maybe.
Yeah. I think the last one he won the title.
Counting the pandemic, maybe?
Since 2020. It's been
2020.
It's been 5 years.
I'm going. I think he might get 30. I think he will.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't, but this one, could you imagine like he's the last one, that slow walk to the ring? Like he might get pyro in the entrance. You never know, man.
You know he is. You know he is. Like, if Cody gets it, Roman gets it.
Always.
So I'm like, when I looked at this last night, I was like, obviously he's going to be in it. But after seeing that graphic with him and Cena on it, I'm like, this might be one of the best Royal Rumbles in a very long time, because with Roman in there, that's that new wrinkle. Hasn't been in there for a long time. We always knew whoever wins it is going up against him. Now he has to fight for a spot to go to WrestleMania for the first time in Lord knows how long. I'm hyped for this one, man, but I think he'll get 30. It was no surprise. He's coming back for his title. I want to see where his sort of persona or gimmick lands, because he's in between. He's in the gray area, right? Not a baby face, not a heel solely. But I think it's going to be some really good storytelling, especially whoever ends up being the last 4, him, Cena, Punk, McIntyre, Seth, something like that, where it's going to be amazing to watch. So the tribal chief is back.
You better believe it.
Will he win? We'll discuss that at a later point, I guess. But it's wild to think that he's going to be in it this year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wanted to say 30 when my first initial thought came, but I think it may be a little bit better if he came in lower.
Really?
And I'm going to go number 17.
Ooh, that's my favorite number. Look at that. You didn't even know that.
Didn't even know that.
See that.
This is why we're a tag team.
How many WrestleManias has he headlined?
8.
It's been 8. Is that what they sold with the belts too? Right, like the
8. Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to correlate something with that, but nah, I still got 30.
But the reason why I say 17 is because we still haven't seen what the OTC can do. We've seen what he's done to get his Ulafala back, but we haven't seen him step back into the yard and tell people, hey, this is my yard. This is still the island of relevancy. Make sure you remember that. And I think being in the Rumble at 17 gives him a chance to throw folks over, to be able to have shocking moments when someone comes, being able to go up against some of the people that can soon be running this company within the next generation, but you get to see Roman be strong. And so it leads us to where it's like, okay, if he wins, fantastic. But if he doesn't, he's set a precedence and most likely a potential rivalry for a match at WrestleMania.
So you can see him sort of clearing the ring and standing there and waiting for the next person to come down.
Yes, you have to make Roman look strong. You have to build him back up. We know he's got the Ulafala. Now we have to see what does the power of the Ulafala does. So he has to have that, and especially coming in at 17, most likely you already have a few bloodline members in there already. Him eliminating Jacob Fatu, him eliminating Solo, him eliminating Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. Like, you have so many people that he can just toss over to where
this works for me. Yeah, that's what,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to see in the tribal chief.
Yeah, this works.
And if he pulls it off and wins the whole thing, oh man! And then what it does is it gives him redemption, because you remember where we all turned our backs on Roman. It's that Royal Rumble when The Rock came to help him.
Who's we all?
Well, half of it wasn't there in Philadelphia too. Like the whole crowd booed, man. Like that was.
I never turned my back on my tribal chief.
Okay.
I was down with Roman since day one. Like
Don't
literally
sell.
day one.
Don't sell, honey. I understand.
Yeah.
But we want to get your opinion, honey. Too. What number is he coming in, and the impact of Roman Reigns being in the Royal Rumble?
See, now I love both ideas, both of your points, both numbers as well. But you guys don't think Triple H will take it a step further? You don't think that he'll have the tribal chief come out at number 1 and be the pillar that everyone needs to try to knock down, and he just takes everyone out because he has run through rosters before?
Man,
this is nothing new to the tribal chief. This
is
light work. Royal Rumble is light work to the tribal chief, no matter what number you put him in. But if you give him number 1 and have him go almost at least all the way on some Brock Lesnar level, because think about it, when they did that with Brock Lesnar, we were like, oh shit.
Yo, Superman punches everywhere.
Roman Reigns reclaiming his Ulafala and his wise man back, and ran through his family, you know, who pretty much mutineered his whole bloodline family. And then you had The Rock place the Ulafala on you as well. I mean, there's a case that could be made for Roman going in at number 1 and slaying everyone. There totally is. Because you also have to make room for the surprises as well. Imagine Roman Reigns is waiting in the ring and you hear Joe Hendry's music. You know?
It could be very
then
like,
what? Then
like
what?
AJ coming.
Right. Then what? You have the hottest wrestling commodity on TikTok, on TNA, and NXT, and then he made it to the Rumble, and your tribal chief is waiting in the wings. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Roman and Cena are number 1 and number 2, and they battle each other throughout. They also throw everybody out, and then Joe Hendry at 30.
I ain't gonna lie, but before you have all of that, you gotta have that Brock Keep moment.
Of
Femi comes out.
Of course.
Him and Roman in the ring by themselves.
Off for that.
With that strut that he does to the ring with his music.
Roman gotta hit Paul with the same thing.
And he's the NXT champion. and this is NXT champion Obafemi.
Yes.
Newly crowned.
Yeah.
Like, Like, I think there's a big case for Roman. I don't care if he doesn't win or does. My tribal chief being in this Rumble is actually amazing. It's good to see him back in the yard and see how he's gonna work with everybody else in one ring. I can't wait to see, the whole Stone Cold like feel where you're throwing everybody out, waiting for the next one. But think about all his reactions to whenever he was done defending his title, and then somebody's music would play. We haven't seen those kind of reactions from Roman, though. That used to be cinema.
Yeah, just wait around to the end. The credits haven't rolled yet. Yeah.
Now and then when that Joe Hendry music drops, like, come on, like that writes itself.
See, now that you just said that, though, I'm seeing that with Cena. Like, I'm seeing that work with Cena way more.
Hendry with
Cena. Like, I like still the impact of Roman, but I would much rather see Hendry and Cena with one another.
True.
Like that, the buzz that would have in the ring,
the face to face
of it. Oh my God, yo,
this Rumble's gonna be wild because there's so much parity. Yeah, there's so much parity this year. Like, we always sort of kind of knew who was going to WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like, Cody 2 years, we saw that coming, and it just feels like we always knew who Roman was going to go up against.
Yeah.
This year, shoot, him being added to it and Cena's last one, along with the surprises that we're going to get throughout. Hell, The Rock might even show up at number 30. You never know at this point.
We forgetting the pair up when Roman and CM Punk are in the ring together. Remember, they did not end really well. It was just like, we got to get through this war game.
Yeah, right. Randy Orton.
Seth Rollins.
Maybe AJ comes if he's good to go. Maybe
Kevin Owens.
I mean,
all hell is going to break.
Kevin Owens won't be in it because he has his title match, right?
I mean, but we depending on lineup and how the lineup goes.
Yeah,
we'll still leave the potential
for him to be in there. Yeah,
because sometimes they like to put the title match up front first to start it, because that way you forget about it and you're like, oh wait, he just lost his title match. He's about to show up,
Yeah. So we can still get that. So,
but I think there's a big case for Roman at 1. That would be.
I think all 3 scenarios are incredible.
Any one of them, honestly.
We got one middle of the road and in, so we're covered.
Right.
All leads to, I think, probably one of the best. This is going to be like the best men's Royal Rumble in probably the last maybe 6 years.
Because the women been killing it.
So
and
I
it's
think
going to be stacked too.
Yes, and they got all the potential to do it. But speaking of the ladies, we have found out my client, because y'all know what time it is. I don't have to say it because you know what time it is. She is going to be defending her title next week on SmackDown, and she will not only be defending it, but she is going up against the best horsewoman of all, Bayley.
Preach.
Exactly. See, look, listen, y'all on WWT, y'all can say it's Becky. Okay, that's cool. Over here, okay, Kayfabe? We like Bayley around here. No disrespect to Becky, though. No
disrespect, but
it's not secure, because when Becky come back, it's gonna definitely be this.
Yeah,
I just want that to be known. Right now, though, Bayley number 1. Bayley out here. We all
Bayley got the best elbow drop in the business, man.
I mean, from Macho himself,
like the extension, everything. Perfect.
Posing going down. But she is going to have to bring the noise going up against my client. And can I just say first, the way my client is handling being a champion, cinema.
After 1 week?
Yes, because you have to come in strong. And I like that Tiffany is definitely breaking the status quo. One, it's been a while since we've seen the title changed between two heels, first and foremost. Nia Jax is still not a face. Okay. So for her, and her becoming that and overcoming Nia transitioned her into anti-hero. So now it's kind of like that Orton thing.
Right.
And she's well in the pocket of it. She's not apologetic. Hey, Michael Cole called her Jezebel and she jumped right into it. No, Judas.
Judas, yeah, you wanted Jezebel.
We wanted Jezebel, right.
Judas is what he called it. But she went on. She stayed on point with it. She remained on character. And what was so great about it was she was sharing the ring with 3 future first ballot Hall of Famers. Well, 4, excuse me. She was sharing that with 4 people and stood her ground and showed why they have put the belt on her. The attitude from the attack, from hitting the prettiest moonsault on all of them coming out, and then again, not even playing into the full heel thing to let you know where I stand. When Nick Aldis comes out and announced the Fatal 4-Way number 1 contendership match, she was all for it. Line them up.
She wasn't show a scared face or anything. You know what I mean? Like that's
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
That whole segment showed you right there why they have put this belt on this woman and why they're going to try to see exactly how far this can go. And I feel like, and this is not just being biased because it's my client, we're getting Tiffy time at WrestleMania.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
But I want to know from y'all, and I'm gonna start off with you, honey. Was this the right person to win the number 1 contenders match? And how do you see this playing out next Friday on SmackDown?
I think, yes, the right person did win this match. I couldn't help but notice quite a few little Easter eggs last night during that Fatal 4-Way. Because first of all, the fact that Nick Aldis called that match on the spot, I thought he was going to say next week. And he said tonight. When we were doing the watch along, me and the chat were stumped. We were just like, wait, he said right now this is happening after well, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And not only that, I noticed that there were tag team champions that were in the same said Fatal 4-Way. And shenanigans definitely went down. I couldn't help but notice Naomi had a very interesting color wig on too. That very Sasha Banks of her.
So you know, very hair too.
Very team bad. Bailey was given Psylocke, like official X-Men Psylocke.
The color,
and the color's great.
Yeah.
But I'm just Naomi. I'm just like, what are you trying to tell us something, or am I looking? I just felt like maybe I'm looking too much into it. But either way, the answer remains the same. Bailey was the right woman to win because of the fact that you had to start stirring the pot between the big 2 out of 3, and still we don't know who attacked Jade, and Nia Jax is just going to continue going on for the chase for Tiffy time no matter what, because Tiffy took what was hers, and now it is Tiffy's time. So, and the fact that she's going off against a horsewoman for her first defense on a SmackDown, another former champion. I'm here for Tiffy time. My clock runs on Tiffy time. And as far as how I see it playing out next week, like I said, clock runs on Tiffy time. And that would be the second horsewoman she has beaten.
Yes, it will be. Deonne, let me ask you your thoughts on the person taking the pin. Did this hurt Naomi in any way, or does it stay flat? And I want to know for you, do you think that the right person won to be for Tiffy to defend her title against?
Well, I'll start with that one. I think so. I think Bailey was the right choice given everybody else in the ring. I think there's more at play with Bianca and Naomi because they had that little run in. She hit her with her hair by mistake, obviously, but there's some story there, especially with Jade. I think Bailey was the best pick for it. They wrestled before. They have somewhat of chemistry as well, especially for her first title defense. I think that's going to be like, let Tiffany show what she can really do as champion against one of the 4 horsewomen. Like that's a big thing. We already know what she could do because we saw her do it with Bayley. Now we're on SmackDown Friday nights. Let's put up against Bayley, who's had a pretty solid year since after Damage Control, in my opinion. But the person taking the pin, Naomi, I don't think it hurts her as much because there's a bigger story at play. Because when I saw the pin, I was like, oh, okay, well that works, because I never thought that might hurt her. I was like, okay, she's still involved with this Bianca Jade scenario, whatever they go with that story. So I don't think it hurt her. I'm anxious to see this one. Like Honey said, maybe it's Tiffany time next week too. I don't think they'll take it off her that quick, but she's going to get a good solid match from Bayley. And who's to say shenanigans won't ensue for that too, with Nia Jax at play and Candice at play. So so there's ways to cover it up and make them both look strong. But even if Bayley takes the loss, it's not going to hurt her, man. Bayley's established. She'll get more title opportunities in the future. She'll have more title runs in the future. But I think that's a good one, especially with them being on USA Now, because this is their second episode. First next week, second, yeah.
Next week is their third.
Their third, yeah. So that still gets you a title match. Remember, to start off that first run.
Remember, we started the first episode crowning Tiffy time.
Yeah,
basically Triple H was letting us know, like,
it's new time.
Yep.
But
y'all wanted it, you got it.
Yeah, but with Naomi, I don't think it hurt her. She has a bigger storyline at play. And Bayley being the person that she's facing off against first. I mean, we saw what Tiffy did with Bayley, and those were bangers of matches. So put her with Bayley, and I expect the same thing next week.
Yeah, I do too. And I know even to Bose's point, and I agree with him that's in the chat, that it is the safe bet to do for a first title defense. And I think it makes her out strong. Just like you said, if Bayley doesn't win, it doesn't hurt her, and she'll get it back. And then I know we also had in the comments someone that brought something up that I do want to talk about, but just a little bit later, and that's going to be from Sage D. But we'll talk about that later in our shooting the ish segment, because I do want to answer that question about if social media has kayfabe for the business, or did it make it better? And I think that is a great conversation for us to have. So Sage D, we will get back to that one. But something I do want to also talk about is something that Bose also wrote in the chat about being surprised that it's next week. I actually am not surprised that it's next week, because here's what we have to see in these layouts now. One, SmackDown will never most likely allow the WWE Championship to be defended on there. So you need to have championship matches, and plus the fact that they need to keep up with Raw on Netflix. Next week in San Jose, they're crowning the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. So you need to have something that's going to compete with that. But also keep in mind, too, these PLEs have now dropped to 5 matches, and they're split between Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. So you're going to also have people who have big rivalries, like say for an example of a Drew McIntyre and a CM Punk, and they want that to happen at Backlash. That has to go in there. So you have to be able to split these 5 matches up amongst both brands, and some of these titles are not going to get represented. Case in point, you don't necessarily really see the U.S. title defended until we get to a major PLE. And so I see now, but that's a good thing too, because it gets you back into wanting to watch SmackDown and Raw. Where it's like, oh snap, a title's on the line. Bringing it back instead of holding it a PLE just makes you want to check out everything across the board. So I think it's smart for them to be doing this on SmackDown, and it gives us a chance to allow the women's division to run this. And I'm really hoping that they make this the main event. Don't open the show with this. Make this the main event. Not the Bloodline, not the Cody and Kevin run. Make this the main event. Let this close the show.
I was going to say that was something I discussed last night during the watch along too. That's 2 times in a row where I personally feel SmackDown fucked up and did not put the women as the main event.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks in a row where they could have done that, because last night's Fatal 4-Way definitely could have main evented, and the match with Nia Jax and my God, Naomi and then Tiffy cashing in, that could have been a main event as well. This should definitely main event.
What's so wild is like, I feel like Nick Aldis only books 2 matches. He came out last night and made 2 matches. He didn't have a card at all last night. He was like, y'all want to go? Y'all want to? All right, thumbs up. He made 2 matches last night.
He don't be Adam Pearson this night at all. It'd be Adam Pearson.
Side note, what was with the security guard yelling at Jacob like that? Did y'all notice that?
Yes.
He was like, get back, like really, really extra loud. Jacob's like, you better rethink your life right now. I was like, oh my God, this kid's gonna get
sick. Then LA Knight booted him out the door.
Boy, that was hilarious.
Only time I've seen anybody handle Jacob like that besides Roman. That wasn't Roman.
Exactly. But we will see what is going to happen. Y'all will have to tune in next week on SmackDown. Women's title will be on the line. Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley. And if you are a fan of SmackDown, head over to Women's Wrestling Talk. Make sure you subscribe and like those videos if you haven't. And check out on that Friday the Honey Night SmackDown watch along. No need to watch it by yourself. Come join Honey and the rest of the WWT community and check out the watch along. Now, one last trending topic before we get into our gimmicks is I want to discuss another match for the Royal Rumble. The undisputed WWE Championship. I still can't believe they're calling it the undisputed. It's just the WWE Championship. And I kind of feel like, did they save that just for this time? Because it's both belts. I was like, I wonder if they really did that. But this is the ladder match. Both titles are going to be hung up in a ladder match. So good. Now, one of my questions is Kevin Owens technically champion?
This warms my heart so much to see this. He believes that he is, and the fact that they're going to hang this title,
you're kind of clarifying it, aren't you?
He's the uncrowned champion, the unofficial.
Yeah.
WWE undisputed champion.
Like the fact it's in the graphic, you're going to hang the belt up because again, we know this ain't the official belt. Like, it was like, all right, you just keep that wing belt. Like, all right, whatever. Just, you can't wear it on TV. Like, stop. But you're kind of acknowledging it. So I just want to know from you too, honey, like, do we have 2 WWE champions?
It's giving it's given the situation when Sammy was going through his Delulu years and he became the conspiracy theorist Sami Zayn, when he was stripped of the Intercontinental title, but when he came back, still felt that he was still the rightful Intercontinental champion. I think it's giving shades of that. I think it's ironic that it happens with Sammy and happens now with Kevin. Being that I know we all know that their paths are going to cross at some point, especially this year, soon, I would say before Mania or even just in time for Mania. But I think Kevin Owens just wants to have his Scott Hall moment, his WrestleMania 10 moment, and pull the Razor Ramon where he's just holding both titles in the air like the oozing machismo that he is. And I don't know. Cody's got his work cut out for him because Cody's looking real shady these days. I'm just saying.
So that's my next question. With this is probably the best rivalry Cody has had as his WWE championship run.
And before, to think we thought it wasn't, or we thought it was forced.
Yeah. And now it is probably some of their best work with Cody in his championship run as far as rivalries go. But now because of that, and with The Rock no longer being a part of WrestleMania, there's a question of what the future is going to look like. So I want to give you a scenario, and I want you to try to paint the picture for me. Royal Rumble, WWE Championship on the line, ladder match. Scenario 1. Cody climbs the ladder, claims both titles, goes back to being the rightful champion. I want you to paint me his story to WrestleMania. Where is Cody at WrestleMania? But also, Scenario 2. Kevin Owens delivers a pile driver from the ladder, climbs up, retrieves both titles, and is now the true WWE champion. What is his path to WrestleMania? And what is he going to be doing in WrestleMania? You could choose whichever scenario you want to go with first. I'm going to throw it to Honey first. Honey looks like she has a Deonne sitting there still trying to figure out.
I was actually thinking quite the contrary. I was gonna say I think this is a question for the people's nightmare. I think he would definitely know one of these stories transpired.
So like that, it's like that, honey.
I'm just saying. I know that's your boy.
Okay.
Well, then let's rip the Band-Aid off. Then they go to the
finish the story, Deonne.
So hey, we did that last year. But for me,
this guy's making up new stories now as he goes along. Apparently, he's just adding more pages.
So let's say Cody wins it. What does his WrestleMania look like?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I don't think in 3 years in a row you can run him and Roman back. I don't think you can do that. I don't know if people will want to see that, especially 3 times straight. I don't know what's in who's that next challenger up, because we've already established Roman wants to come back and get his title. It's got through LaFala. We're good there. Randy Orton, maybe we can insert Randy somehow within this match so we can get like a Cody Randy Orton legacy sort of storyline. Maybe
you are the people's nightmare. So let me repaint it for you.
Well, they took away my Rock match, man. So I don't know if that's happening anymore.
Okay. So we know that one can't happen. But paint me now with that gone. What do you, as the people's nightmare, as a fan of Cody, what do you want to see at WrestleMania?
If you take the Rock off the table, give the best story there is him and Randy.
You talking about Cody and Rock?
Because since Cody and Rock is off the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking to see where Cody ends up at Mania. I want him tussling with Randy somehow.
Okay.
Give me the legacy storyline now. If that's a backup for him. Randy comes back. Granted KO pile drove him, but it's all because this is gonna sound bad. It's all Cody's fault. But
I'm glad you acknowledge it.
You said it, not me.
Yeah,
but that's where I see that happening. If Kevin Owens wins it, there's so many avenues you can take. Like this could be his redemption to get back at the bloodline and end up. I don't know. Does a Kevin Owens Roman Reigns headline WrestleMania sound enticing to anybody, given their story, their history, especially with him coming in as champion? I don't know.
If you make it Hell in the Cell, maybe.
Yeah, so I think for Cody, the path I see is Randy. For KO, the path I see, I want him to finish his story with the bloodline. Honestly, that man got run over by a golf cart with Roman at the wheel. He needs some retribution, man. Like he deserves some retribution.
So you shooting for, just so we correct, Cody versus Randy for the title, or if Kevin wins, it's Kevin versus Roman for the title.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me at the moment. But this is January 12th or whatever.
11.
Ask me next week. I got something different.
Now you see, I'm kind of opposite of yours, just a tad. I am kind of like how King Mike Hall is in the comments. I would like to see if Kevin wins. I want him and Randy to go at it because of all of the current history that is there. Randy doesn't really trust folks, neither does Kevin, and they let each other in.
They did.
And they go up against the bloodline. I mean, repeatedly. And the only reason why I bring that up too is because for me, with him and Roman, it doesn't hit the same if Kevin didn't take it from Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Like now you're the champion, but you didn't beat him to become champion.
Right.
So now Roman's kind of chasing you. So it's like, it just takes some of the glimmer away. Not to say that it's a bad story. It takes some of that shine away now that if Kevin's the one that's at top. But with the Randy and Kevin, this is so personal that it sells for them to be able to have this match. And it'd be a brutal match. But also, too, it makes it, I don't want to say this the wrong way. It makes it more believable, either one that wins. Because it'll be problematic if Randy beats Cody in some ways. It's not that it's going to be bad or anything, but it'll be problematic. Because now we have to worry about what Orton looks like after beating Cody. And it's kind of like, oh, so the mentor beat the mentee. And, you always want to kind of see the person that kind of brings this out of you, knows you want that person to triumph. But with a Kevin and a Randy, no matter which one comes out, it's still going to be a bloody mess that's going to keep going. That you can stretch out to Backlash and then maybe come to a head at Money in the Bank. So that's what I see.
Legs out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I see for Kevin. Cody, I'm going to be honest. If it's me, I would love to see Cody hand John Cena his 17th title reign. I don't think it hurts Cody. But also that there's two parts in that scenario. I would also like to see Cody succeed against John, but because John has been on such a losing streak, that is the biggest, I think, triumph for me.
So okay.
And I think the face of the company handing it to the former face of the company might be something. No, matter of fact, fuck that. I take that back. I'll take all that back. I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
No.
I was waiting for it.
Wait a minute. I'm so sorry. I take that back. I don't want that. I want John at WrestleMania. I don't want John to win at WrestleMania. That's too cliche. Give me Drew versus Cody for the title. That's what I want. I want Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes in Vegas. The segments them two would deliver all the way up to WrestleMania, insane. And you would get, I would even say, I'm not saying it would be the same level, but it gives me Cody and Rock vibes. Like I could see Drew McIntyre carrying a bloody Cody Rhodes like he did CM Punk. Give me that for WrestleMania if Cody Rhodes win. Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes.
I'm good, but Drew deserves, after the year he had, there has to be a reward at the end of this rainbow for him at WrestleMania somehow.
Especially after the way he lost. He was he was a title holder for like a minute or two until Damian Priest came out and ruined it, and he hasn't had that title since.
Yeah.
So
I want to see that. Honey, though. You are the queen of the honey pot predictions. And most of the time, a lot of your stuff it is not a prediction. It be a spoiler. So I want to know from you, these two people's paths. You choose which scenario you're starting with first.
I'm gonna say Kevin first.
All right.
Kevin wins. I would have to agree that somehow Randy will get involved. I would like to see him against Randy. A blood feud, probably blood feud of the year. But I just don't know if that's ideal because I don't see Kevin Owens being the one to take the title off Cody. And so it's hard for me to even think of that scenario. I could see Kevin losing the opportunity because of a return from Randy at the Rumble. I think that's more likely to happen. There's also all these other factors, especially with last night. Him inserting himself while Cody and Paul Heyman were exchanging words. Then Jacob and Tama Tonga make their presence known, and then of course Jimmy comes out. No Sammy, no Jay, which I also noticed, and there's like other ends of the of like there's so much more that's deep rooted that with what happened last night with Cody's story. It's like Cody has finished the story, but there's another story that's being played out here, and I'm not sure, like Cody's a big integral part in it. But as far as Cody winning, I could see Randy as well because of everything that's transpired, but I could even also see someone like Jey Uso. And the only reason why I say that is because I'm coming out of it from left field. There's history there between them. They are also former tag team champions. They have a lot of love for each other, but there comes a line that's drawn with twin brothers. And last night, Cody Rhodes tag teamed with Jey Uso's twin brother. And also last night, Shady Cody neglected his tag team partner, Jimmy Uso.
Shady Cody.
So, like I said, there's a lot of things that I'm looking at as far as where Cody's going and headed. I also wouldn't put it past, maybe we don't get a one-on-one for a title at Mania. Maybe we get a fatal four-way of some sorts, because Roman is looking for his title. He wants Cody. You have Drew McIntyre, who could make a case. You also have CM Punk, who has a favor from the wise man. Nobody's mentioned CM Punk.
Yeah.
And CM Punk's goal is to main event WrestleMania.
So
you give me a fatal four-way with those three guys and maybe one other.
But so here's the thing with that. Do we break tradition in doing that again?
In the trilogy?
Because here's my thing. A Royal Rumble win guarantees you a main event match.
Right.
So let's say, for instance, just as an example, CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble. That's supposed to guarantee you a one-on-one in the main event. Are we okay with changing this to a fatal five-way match with the title on the line as the main event at WrestleMania? Because has that happened before?
No.
A
fatal four or fatal five-way? No.
Because again, we still got Drew. I still have an argument that Drew could be put in there. So that's why I say it could be a fatal five-way match.
So night one, a fatal five-way, and then or maybe the champion's not involved and they wait. Whoever wins the fatal four-way will then face Cody on night two.
You know what?
Well, because again, CM Punk wouldn't need to be in there because he won. Let's say he's the Royal Rumble winner. I've secured my spot. I guess the more question I'm asking y'all, with knowing those stipulations and that tradition, would breaking it be such a bad thing? And would it be one of those things of, no, I don't think we should have pulled that trigger?
Yeah, multi-person matches are tough, man, especially for like a WrestleMania. Because again, my most unliked WrestleMania is WrestleMania 2000 with Triple H, Rock, Mick Foley, and Big Show with the McMahon in every corner. Hated that. That should have been Triple H, Rock that year. But it's tough to do that match. I like Honey's idea of like, not knowing who you're going to challenge until the next night.
Right.
It gives you some stipulation like this last one. It gives you a little bit more stakes to watch next night too. Even though we were going to watch it, it was like, okay, this is going to build off of it. I like that idea. But like, CM Punk guaranteed shot. I think you do it with another title, maybe Gunther's title, to do the four-way. Then whoever wins that on night one goes on to main event night two or something. I don't know.
But we're also not talking about just any main event. We're talking about the main event at WrestleMania in Las Vegas.
The main event,
Vegas, the main event. So what would be the biggest draw?
That's like,
and we've mentioned
so wild, man.
And we've mentioned him briefly from time to time. The big guy could come back if they allow it.
It's a lot of possibilities, and I think even just with
and the Royal Rumble's just the beginning.
Yeah, and what we've talked about is this is going to be probably the best road to WrestleMania ever. We're already starting incredible.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be an incredible run all the way up to April 19th and April 20th. So we're just going to see. Now, I did want to answer a comment in here from about writing that Naomi has been a jobber and they're playing her because she left. No, Naomi is the new natty.
Oh, stop it. Who said that?
Yes, no one wrote that.
Oh no.
So here's my thing. I will just say this very simply because I know we got to keep it pushing. If a jobber means being in the title picture consistently, being in a number one contenders match for the championship, being able to actually be in a women's title match with the former champion last week, and is also currently the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, also with one of the hottest superstars, also still doing commercials, also doing press runs and promo, and is also up in an upcoming movie. Make me a jobber any fucking day.
Right.
Pay me.
Pay me.
Okay. Please.
If that's what a jobber is, hey, let me sign up for that
Pay me.
Because she's fucking winning right now. And we've seen what it looks like for Naomi to be a jobber. So if you're telling me that's what she is right now, then hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
You haven't watched a few years back.
Yeah.
Watch.
And on top of that, she's in a great storyline as well, where it's a good whodunit. We think it's her, we think it's Bianca, could be both, could be none. But we'll see. She's at least mentioned every single week. And she's on TV every single week.
WrestleMania with a group of some of the best women in the division. But hey, your opinion is your opinion. But that is going to wrap it up for trending news. So we do got some other stuff to get to. Dang it. Who jumped the gun so quick? We're going to surprise them. We got to tell them what first. We got to tell them what
I'm not even signed in.
We got to introduce them to it. But it's here now. And our next segment is called Gimmick Swap. So one thing a part of Kayfabe is we wanted to talk about folks' gimmicks. We want to see, the ones that work, the ones that don't work, the ones that could have needed a little bit of work, and of course, our what ifs, which is the whole thing of this segment, is taking people's gimmicks and saying, what if they were this? Now, unlike season 3 of Marvel What Ifs, we're going to actually make some that make fucking sense that you'd like to actually see.
Low blow, man. Low blow.
But all three of us will be making different picks when it comes to this segment, along with all the other segments as well. Just so you know, all three of us are very creative individuals, and we want to make sure that each voice is always heard. So today, this is going to be Deonne's pick for Gimmick Swap, and so I think it's only fair that we hand the mic and that Deonne takes center stage for this segment. Deonne, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you. So in this whole gimmick swap, I thought of, we see the picture, obviously. Dean Malenko, the Iceman, and Steve Austin as the Ringmaster. What if those gimmicks were swapped? More or less, what if Dean Ambrose, Dean Malenko had the Ringmaster gimmick, and would that gimmick have worked better with him?
Okay, let me ask. So just to catch folks up that may not know, and I know you got notes, so that's why I'm glad you did this one. Around what time was Stone Cold's Ringmaster gimmick?
So that would have been like as soon as he showed up in WWE around 96 or so, 96, 97. Maybe, no, before that, about 96. So the Ringmaster. Dean Malenko in the Cruiserweight division in WCW. Mainstay. Him, Ray, Eddie, that whole group were fantastic cruiserweights.
Okay. So we're in, so for WWE standpoint, we're in the new generation era. So that's Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Diesel, the whole nine.
And you were right, 95, 96.
95, 96, yeah.
95, 96. Okay, so now we got Dean Malenko and we're saying gimmick swap. So he's currently now in the WWE for this What If universe.
Yes.
And his manager is Ted DiBiase,
the mouthpiece. Yeah.
And he is instead of over on WCW, he is now the $1 million champion, right?
When he comes to WWE, yeah.
Okay. So this is where we're currently set. We're in 96, 97. So let's think of big key moments that happened during those times.
Dude, from 96, 90, I mean, you had what WCW formation of the NWO was 96. And obviously that cruiserweight division in WCW was growing. My whole thought with it was that Dean Malenko on the mic was fine, but having a mouthpiece and the character of the ringmaster would work great for him. Technically sound, definitely one of the best wrestlers of that day, especially because from ECW to WCW, he wasn't doing like extreme matches or no holds barred matches at ECW. Man was going out there doing technical wrestling. Right. And Austin, great technical wrestler too at the time as well, but that gimmick for Steve just didn't click. It didn't work. Put that same gimmick on Dean Malenko where he is the ringmaster. He's going to out wrestle you at every turn. He doesn't have to kill promos because you got Ted DiBiase. And this would have been before they introduced the lightweight championship to WWF as well. So even having that in the horizon or in the future, I think Dean Malenko would have been a fantastic ringmaster gimmick for him. And no telling what that push would have led to him in WWF as well. I just think that gimmick worked a lot better than a guy who would go on to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Only the hottest superstar of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah. And selling superstar
because he brought nothing over from the ringmaster gimmick. He brought nothing. Like his tights were like a emerald green sort of thing, like a dark green. He brought nothing from that character.
Yeah, he basically amped up ECW version of Steve Austin and shaved his head and called it.
Exactly. So, but giving somebody like Dean Malenko that act or that gimmick, where does that put Dean Malenko in his, what does his future look like?
So that's the question I'd like to ask Honey then. So, Honey, if he is the ringmaster in WWE, let's say like 1996, you got wrestlers like Brian Pillman, Honky Tonk Man, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Jake the Snake. You have quite a few folks here, but how do you make this character now work as the ringmaster, especially like with Dean Malenko's technical skills, Ted DiBiase behind the mic? If it's used like that, where would you see him going, and how far do you see this character going?
I would see him as the underestimated strong silent type, and one that you wouldn't think is as strong. Very underestimated, as I said. I would almost kind of put like Dean if I could compare to like a modern era wrestler between the technicality of the wrestling and, maybe with a little more ground and pound from Dean Malenko as well. Cause he, to be technical, you have to be able to secure your opponent. I think Dean Malenko was very good with that. And if I could compare him to any modern wrestler out now, I would say like, almost like Roderick Strong as like a Messiah backbreaker kind of superstar, what I mean, with Dean Malenko. Like that's what I would see if he was the ringmaster instead of Steve Austin. And you have the perfect mouthpiece. You don't need to talk. You don't need to say much. Yeah, I think I would kind of like I don't think that would be too far-fetched for him as a gimmick per se. I don't know what kind of doors that would have opened for him. That would be very intriguing, considering that if you switch these two, you're technically making stunning Steve a horseman, and Dean Malenko a future goat. So I mean, it's a win-win situation if you ask me.
But again, too, we can write it out differently, because even if it's a swap, doesn't necessarily mean he'll turn into Stone Cold
Steve
Malenko.
Austin.
Well, that is also true.
Stone Cold Malenko.
Yeah,
Stone Cold Malenko.
it worked. Hey, it worked.
Iceman. I mean, come on.
That's all. It
Iceman
worked.
is fire, though. Iceman is pretty fire.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
now let me.
Oh, well, go ahead. Well, I was just saying, even having, like I said, like the light heavyweight championship on the horizon.
Go ahead. I was just saying.
What? Oh, sorry.
That was
My conscience got the best.
I was just saying.
My conscience got the best of me, man. It was like that thought was right here, but my mouth was already committed. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm so glad I went down with content. I was like,
I apologize.
No, that was great.
It's like the thought was here, but my mouth didn't get the signal, man. Like, it's just
I had a thought, and they just
Your brain was like, nah, fuck that. We're saying this shit.
My apologies.
We'll let you finish, but we're gonna say what we gotta say first.
Yeah.
Nah, go ahead. But anyway, like my thought was
That's a crazy comment right there. Malenko 316.
Malenko 316. But now let me ask you though, could you see it? Could you see it? Like so, and so the case I would give is with him getting with Ted DiBiase and starting as the ringmaster, do we see him in the WWE Championship era? I mean, title picture, or is it still mid card? Because at this time, if we're in '96, let's say we're getting towards the end of '96, Sid Vicious is the WWE champion. Do you see Dean Malenko, the ringmaster, taking on Psycho Sid, or are we more at a intercontinental reign with the going up against a Hunter Hearst Helmsley? Like, where do you place him with this character and Ted DiBiase behind him?
I could see him going for Psycho Sid, maybe for like one time or two times, or like a best out of three, maybe even, because you got the ringmaster versus the master and the ruler of the world. That's pretty fire to me. That works. I wouldn't be mad at it.
All right,
but I think I would make it more mid card.
Yeah,
okay.
I never
For the
thought that
time.
he'd make that world championship jump. Granted, his size and stuff was like we were getting in a time where like smaller guys were getting more shots. But my thought was like, okay, we got the lightweight championship like in the future. I didn't want to like put him in that hole, but you never know. You give him a title like that, he probably gets it over more than Taka did, especially having Dean Malenko. Ted DiBiase as his mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
But that then transitions him into a European title run, which I think he probably even ended up running with when he finally got over to WWF anyway. But even like the Intercontinental title too, I see him in that sort of pocket, especially throughout the late to mid 90s. But I think Dean Malenko I felt like he always needed a manager and let him just say a few words. And when I thought about it, I was like, that ringmaster gimmick would have worked so well for him. He could have gone up against Shawn, could have gone up against Brett. Like those would have been the matches you want to see.
Yeah.
Mid card, heavy on that champion. I don't know. WWE champion, not sure, but Malenko, that he could wrestle his ass off, man. And even Stone Cold before his neck injury was a technician in there too. So Malenko 316 running wild in the it's like the butterfly effect, right? If Stone Cold doesn't happen, what happens to the Attitude Era? But
and that's the bottom line. And then he gets so and then walk off. I agree to both of y'all points. I think him versus Sid Vicious would be a dope match. I don't see Dean Malenko though being the person to carry the brand at the time it was happening. Right. If this was 94, I could definitely see that because you still have
earlier, yeah.
Yeah, if it was just a tad bit earlier, I think he just kind of missed the point where he could have had that happen because I think him and Bret Hart would have had some bangers.
Oh, no doubt.
But
listen,
but because of where you're at now, I think he would have probably went down as one of the greatest intercontinental champions because the rivalry he would have had with a Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a rivalry he would have had with like a going out honky tonk man. Farouk would have been there. The British Bulldog.
We don't talk about. I know we're in
a starting out Taker.
Yeah. We don't talk enough about Farouk. We need a segment about Farouk because I rewatched Raw. Farouk should have been champion at least one time.
Oh yeah,
Farouk needs a special.
Oh
yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, and even the upcoming Shawn Michaels, and now to a upcoming Stone Cold Steve Austin, if he were there. But I think he would have made an incredible Intercontinental champion when it comes to that. But we definitely want to know from y'all as well. So make sure that y'all put in the comments and also in the comments of this video what your thoughts of if Dean Malenko had been given the ringmaster gimmick that pretty much transitioned and catapulted Steve Austin to the greatest wrestler in WWE. So let us
drop the expectations there.
A lot of expectations. Yeah, hey man, hey, listen, this is Kayfabe, man. We just keep it real. All right. Now we have another segment that's coming up. The graphic will not be changed yet. It is called Finisher or Flop. Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot.
Spirit fingers. Give me spirit.
Finisher flop. Very simple. The name kind of tells itself. We highlight a person's finisher, and we want to know, is it a finisher or is it a flop? And I think the best way to start this off is by talking about Honey's favorite wrestler, Logan Paul.
Hey now.
Logan Paul's knockout punch. Finisher or flop? Honey, I'd like to get your opinion on one of your favorite wrestlers and his finisher. Finisher or flop?
Before everybody gets things misconstrued here in this chat or watching, I am not a fan of Logan fucking Paul.
I thought he was your boy.
That's not my
boy. I don't know who told you that or where you got your sources from, but I never said that was my boy. Never, ever will be my boy. I do not acknowledge Logan Paul.
That's unfortunate.
No, for him. It's unfortunate for him. Anyway, we're talking about a punch to the face, his knockout punch.
Yes. And I will also include how you ever want to put it in there with the brass knucks as well.
I've seen that done before. I've seen that.
That's not the point. That's not the point, because you can say the same thing about the spear as well. We're asking for this particular wrestler. Is this a finisher or is it a flop?
For this particular wrestler.
Yes. Not the whole thing in general. Because
being the young creative mind that he supposedly is, you would think he could come up with something a little more better. Or flashier. I feel like flashier is his style. Mm-hmm. Obviously. Flop.
And could you think of a finisher that he could implement in there? Or if he should do maybe something new?
That's a good question. A finisher for Logan Paul.
Well, we'll come back to that. We'll make another round about that. That's some thought. But Deonne, I want to know your opinion for this particular wrestler, Logan Paul. Is the knockout punch a finisher or a flop?
Okay, so he uses the knucks, but doesn't he have like rods in his hand or something like that too?
Yeah, it's like screws in his
hands, right? So that adds to it as like an illegal punch, essentially, right? Along with the brass knucks, is even more illegal. After seeing his athletic ability, it's a flop for me. I feel I'm similar to Honey. I feel like he could have done something better, which led me to he's super athletic. We've seen him do stuff off the top rope. I gave him a shooting star press in the as a new finisher.
Okay.
Up top, I feel like he could pull it off. Well, that's Honey, are you laughing at me?
No,
you laughing at me with that?
No. I'm just laughing because I have something for that, but don't continue.
I just feel like he's super athletic. Even his like frog splash or something that he does through the table. Let's give him a 5-star fraud. Let's give him something like that looks good to the eyes. Because everything that they show of him from a highlight reel standpoint is him flying off of something. I don't think his punch made any promo packages. It's always him jumping off of something. I say you give him a high risk maneuver, take that punch away. But as a heel, it works, right? Mm-hmm. He's got screws. He got brass knucks. He's gonna knock you out. It's not my cup of tea, but I get it. Uses athletic ability more than just this story behind his hand.
All right, so we have 2 flops so far, and I think I may have to be the opposite of this.
Really?
No, not at all.
I was gonna say, man, you can't be serious.
It is a flop. The only person of that size that worked with was William Regal, and William Regal knew how to sell it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and that's it. Outside of that, knockout punches, if it's for someone around that size, they have to be over exaggerated, like Roman Reigns' Superman punch. Like, it has to be something of that.
Well, Big Show's even was kind of slow at times. That just didn't.
You see in the Big Show in this coming
hand, yeah.
Or even with Mark Henry, it's like, I believe King Mike Hall said in the comments, leave that to the big man. And to both of y'all points, like, you're too much of an aerialist to not have something. Yeah. Or even the move that you use from like Hangman Page book, the slingshot lariat.
Yeah.
Like, let that be your finisher. Or even, you know what? And then if I had to give him one, I would even say I wouldn't mind seeing him doing Trick Williams' trick knee. Something with a knee shot or something.
I was gonna say maybe like a scissor kick of some sort.
That's it. No, that's probably the best one. The scissors kick. I would not mind a scissors kick. I think
if I had to give him one, it should be him blowing hot air in your face because everything that comes out of his mouth is bullshit. But here we are.
Well, they got the mist already, so I don't think they want to have too many of those right there.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying if I had to.
He hit him with the hot air.
My God is my witness.
He's out. He's out. Someone get the little He got to be woken up.
So what finisher would you give him, Will?
I'm going with
just a trick knee, right? That's it. Okay.
I would say trick knee or scissors kick.
Or some like DDT off the top, like a spinning DDT, Hurricanrana kind of thing. I don't freaking
His
know.
moveset is too wild for that to be his finisher.
Yeah.
I say I would even combine that too. I would like to see him do a tightrope moonsault. So get up on the turnbuckle, walk it like Xavier does with the elbow, but do a moonsault instead. Do a shooting star press.
We've seen how athletic he is. Yeah. I don't take that away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If he could hit that, that would be dope. But again, we also want to learn from y'all in the comments, not only on the ones that are watching live, but also the ones that are watching this video. Please, on the YouTube, write and let us know if Logan Paul's finisher is a finisher or a flop. We want to know from you.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, y'all.
All the social media stuff.
Please tell all the social media stuff. Now, our next segment that we're going to get into is called Blind Rankings. And again, it's another one that kind of explains itself. We're given a category and we're going to be given 5 things in that category. And we're going to have to rank them from 1 to 5. Now, once you rank, you are going to have that place. You cannot exchange things. It is set there. The twist of this is, again, it's a blind ranking. We have no idea what's going to be given to us as an option. Now, we recorded one that I've been told is not allowed to come out because apparently I was being biased, and I don't believe that I was. So we voted, and we said that we are going to rotate these things weekly. And so once again, just like with Gimmick Swap, we have thrown it to Deonne to give us this week's blind ranking. So we want to know,
I'm terrified.
Deonne, the floor is yours. Give us this week's blind ranking.
Okay. All right. So I went through a lot of them this week. And you guys picked the same one, right? Because if not, I got like 5 of them right here. 5 different ones, but
oh boy,
because they're going to be different, right? One for Will, one for Honey, right?
Yes, sir.
So my blind 5 are the top 5.
I like Blind 5. That's dope.
Blind 5.
That's the new name of this. Blind
5.
Top The Rock personas / gimmicks, and the top Cody Rhodes personas / gimmicks.
Oh,
and y'all tell me I was biased.
It's only fitting that
it gets no more biased than that
my
when
name
you use
is
your
that-
own name. People's nightmare, bro.
both of them at that.
Both.
But-
You didn't just
but-
say one, just both. You completely flipped the script. My brain already.
All right, so we'll start with The Rock's blind 5. His top personas. That's all of the gimmicks he's had throughout his career from the start till now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First one up, Will. This is you, since you're the final councilman.
Yes.
Hollywood Rock.
Ooh, is this the one that wore the all leather?
This is him coming back, big bull belt buckle, everything.
Rock concert.
Rock concerts and everything. Leaving Sacramento Rock.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna go with 3.
Ooh, 3. Okay.
3.
All right. Nation of Domination, The Rock.
5. It was a good gimmick, but it was a great start. Great start gimmick.
Rocky Maivia.
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
You raggedy bitch.
Oh, no.
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for this.
You'll for everyone watching, you only have slots 1, 2, and 4.
Man, 4, bro. I forgot all about that, man.
I was gonna say good start for Nation. I was like, that wasn't the start, bro. In my head, I was like, that wasn't the start.
I forgot all about that. I forgot,
Yeah,
and then the other one before that one.
Yeah, white boots, Rocky Maivia.
Mm.
All right, next one. What? White boots, Rocky Maivia?
Thinking about it, it's just when you think about it, you're like, "Whoo!"
Curly hair, the tribal blue, and
Yeah. All right. Oh man, I went back and forth on this one. The corporate champion, The Rock.
I knew you was gonna throw that one to me. It's this last one I don't know you finna give me. That's why this one is so hard. Because out of all of these, I would still I'm content with the ranking so far because I enjoy corporate rock more than Hollywood rock.
Mm-hmm.
And Nation and White Boots rock. I ain't gonna lie, kind of the same for me. I'm just gonna be honest. It was cool. It wasn't until he transitioned more into The Rock after writing that Nation of Domination. So corporate rock, just okay, for the sake of this show. Number two, corporate rock, number 2.
All right. And obviously we have one more slot left. He's had 2 other personas since then too. So we'll put this in. No, I'm not going to use that one. The People's Champion is obviously going to be your number one.
Okay, yeah. I'm fine with this list.
Stock The Rock, just right off the shelf.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So, Will, your list is the People's Champ as number 1,
mm-hmm.
Corporate Rock is number 2, Hollywood Rock at number 3, White Boots Rocky Maivia at 4, and The Rock of the Nation of Domination, number 5.
I'm solid with that answer. I'm solid with that lineup. I'm not
good list.
Yeah, this is a good list. It's a good list. 4 and 5, of course, debatable as far as placement goes, but I'm okay with that. I am okay with this ranking.
All right, honey, are you ready?
No, I'm not fucking ready. But
Because I'm not gonna give you the same one.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
I do have my rock one though, if anyone's curious.
Oh, well, let's do that then. Honey, what's your rock list at the moment?
I think that's good too. Yeah, for us
From-
actually. Yeah.
From 5 to 1, I have Rocky Maivia at 5, Corporate Rocky at 4, Nation Rocky at 3, Hollywood Rock number 2, and the People's Champion 1.
That's solid. I will say I was a huge fan of corporate rock too. It was just something about heel rock that worked for me.
Yeah.
Even the nation rock worked for me.
Wrestling in a suit in a whole like
The whole tracksuit.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was dope to me.
Will,
With a fanny pack.
Will, honey, y'all have no idea how bad I wanted like a striped like sweatsuit like that. I wanted
Could never find that suit.
Never find the combination that went together.
No,
Never.
bro. I remember finding the jacket one time, and it was at this random ass store in the mall that I'm not supposed to be in. It just size.
Could never find the hole when I could probably find like the button down, the little silky shirt they used to wear before,
Yeah.
and the bottoms, but never the whole.
Or
suit.
like the how he had that with the jean bottoms and like the beige loafers with a fanny pack on. No socks.
That one I can find. That one I can definitely find. And when I finally finish getting in shape, I'm wearing that for Halloween.
The rock with
And
the
go get
cookout
the
sandals,
pose.
cookout shoes.
The cookout shoes and all. I'm stepping out. I'm stepping out.
All right, honey. This is again another one of your boys.
Why you gotta
Cody
make me
Rhodes.
choose the ones I don't like?
Well, this is gonna get a good list though, right? Like this is a good list.
I would hope so.
This gets where we're going. All right.
And what is it? 5 Cody what?
His gimmick / personas.
Oh.
So similar to The Rock.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Jump out the gate on this one. Legacy Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Sage D said, I guess The Rock was dressed like an Italian American in the 80s. Come on, man.
Yo, the fact I just picture him riding down with a Vespa is hilarious.
Vespa, yeah.
Yo,
What the hell?
with the hell, yo, smiling his ass off.
So, honey, where'd you put it?
Legacy Cody Rhodes, I'll put at number 4.
All right. Next up, Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Dashing Cody Rhodes is number 5.
Next one up, Stardust. You have slots 1, 2, and 3 available.
I'm aware.
That's tough.
But what's crazy is that I think I must be one of the very few people that actually thoroughly enjoyed Stardust era.
I love the theme music.
I freaking loved Stardust. Three.
Oh man. So Undashing Cody Rhodes.
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, let me take that back.
No.
Sorry.
No lies were told. No lies were told in any of that comment. Thank you, Sage D. It definitely does.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
That's number 1. I have to say.
And the one that we did not use was the Undashing Cody Rhodes character. So that brings up number 2.
Undashing is number 2.
Yeah.
Great.
So your list for top Cody Rhodes personas, because you love him so much, is The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes at number 1, Undashing at number 2, Stardust at number 3, Legacy Cody Rhodes at number 4, and Dashing Cody Rhodes at 5.
I think I'm okay with this list. I personally think I'm okay with this list.
Will, how about you? How would you reorder this list, or did you go along with us?
Yeah, no, of course I went along. I like that add-on. I said I like the add-on to that. Like we name them too. That's a great way for all of us to participate. So you better have your list as well because you next, Deonne, for both of them.
Oh, of course.
Yes, for mine, number 5 was actually Legacy. I thought that was an ass character. It was just kind of fluff for Randy Orton.
Dashing was more ass, so he had to be number 5.
Dashing, he was looking in a mirror of himself at his entrance. Like the Titantron became his mirror during his entrance. That was dope.
Oh my God. Look at this. You hear this shit, Councilman?
Hey, listen, you saying that, you wait till I get to my list.
Oh shit.
Because number 4, I got Undashing. I was like, I get it. It's cool. Mm-hmm. It was okay. Mm-hmm. My 3 is Stardust. I also liked the Stardust character.
Yeah.
And then seeing him pair up with like Goldust, I thought that was something.
It was
really
fun.
Yeah. Again, I get it when you didn't have anything, like they didn't know what to do with you, didn't know how to transition. Mm-hmm. But I also don't think it was the worst gimmick. Again, you're not Gene Snitsky. So
it wasn't his fault.
Right. But you'll never be known for kicking a baby. That's all Gene remember. He punted that doll with all his strength. You just can chalk it up to, hey man, I tagged with my brother. My dad was out there and we had some fucking moments. Like I think that vindicates the Stardust character. Number 2 is Dashing Cody Rhodes. I thought that character was so underrated.
Same.
Because of also his in-ring performance. Like I was like, yo, all of this matches and even his dashing vignettes, fire.
They were grooming techniques too, man.
Yes, like all of that was incredible. And he got a lisp. Like, yo, come on. That was such a great character. Like I just think it was I think it is for me one of the top 20 most underused characters in WWE. And of course, number 1 is the American Nightmare, where it all cultivates, you take all of it, make it come together, and it works for you. And now you are WWE's Homelander / Captain America.
Screwing up everybody's fucking story.
Making them better. Made them better. Well, that was my blind 5.
That was a really good
love. So
that was a good 5. That was a good 5 though.
It was, but give us your blind 5 for Rock and Cody before we move it to the next one.
Mine's Corporate Rock, number 1 for me. I enjoyed Corporate Rock. I had about 4 action figures of The Rock as a corporate champ. One in that that leopard shirt.
Oh my God.
Like it was the tracksuit and maybe just his wrestling gear. But yeah, Corporate Rock, all-time great. Next one, I went People's Champion. That's like stock Rock, the best version of one of the best versions of him, right? The one he had the most run with. Hollywood Rock, leaving Sacramento, I hum that like occasionally. You know, you sure to come back when the Lakers beat the Kings in May. Like I'm all for that.
He hit that. Everything else is off pitch, but he hit that.
Well, he was laughing through the entirety of the thing, right?
Yeah.
Number 4, Nation Rock. Even when he took over leadership from Farouk and he switched the theme music, that Nation theme music doesn't get enough play, man. That was the best. And then obviously number 5, White Boots Rocky Maivia is who I'm taking at number 5. What, right? That's what we're calling him now, right? White Boots.
No. It's not the name. It's just the fact I really erased that out of my brain and forgot he did that. Like I really told myself he started in the Nation of Domination.
Yeah, from his debut to injury, and then he came back again dressed like what one of our comments said. You know,
Die Rocky, then the Die Rocky Die chants, and
I'm not gonna lie, and I know I would never do this in the crowd. I just want that to be known. But back then, And had I been the person I was in a couple of previous lives ago, Rock walking out with that shit he had on and that smile and that coming out of do that right in his face in the crowd. Get that smile off your fucking face. The fuck wrong with you? I don't know why that bothered me so much.
He just showed up in a time where we were moving away from that. You know,
I want that clip so bad.
So for Cody, obviously the nightmare. Dashing, I went number 2. Like Dashing Cody Rhodes again. Same.
Fire.
Interest theme was great. The fact that his entrance was him looking into a mirror, Smoke and Mirrors was playing. Perfect. Stardust, I got him at number 3. I loved Stardust too. He never broke character.
I'm glad all of us got him at 3.
You see him in other stuff. Yeah, you see him in other stuff. You're like, he's still Stardust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Stardust, fairy dust up in that American Nightmare. Mm-hmm.
So number 4, this was back and forth. I put undashing Cody Rhodes there at 4. Was he undashing or dashing when he went up against Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania that year?
He was.
That was one of the best matches on that card that year.
It was. Yes, it was.
That was good. Yeah. And then obviously Legacy. There, it was him trying to get a foothold in the business. He put him together with, it's a legacy. Randy and Ted DiBiase's son, so that's number 5 for me. The legacy Cody Rhodes, what got him started.
That's a good one.
I almost put the Rhodes Scholars Cody Rhodes on there with him tagged with Sandow, but nobody remembers that well.
No.
It could have went somewhere, but we all knew it was like, don't do that to him.
It wasn't the best thing for Sandow either, because Sandow banked when he joined the Miz.
Yeah.
That was his golden ticket. I'm mad they dropped the ball with him. But that was our blind 5. We hope you do enjoy that segment. Let us know in the comments below, and also the comments in the chat. Where would you rank these Cody personalities and gimmicks and the Rock's personality and gimmicks throughout the years? And to answer Sage D question in the comments, yes, I would have definitely been the one saying somebody boo this man. Now we got one more segment before we get into, and then after that we have a thing called shooting the shit. This name is coined by Honey, and we appreciate her throwing that at us. Shooting the ish is just really us talking and stuff like that. You're welcome to stay along with us, but it will jump in between wrestling and other stuff. This is just where we completely go down a rabbit hole off the rails and do what we do best.
It's us catching up.
Yeah, catching up. That's it. So it gets a little bit more extended on here with those, but we will make sure that we have these chopped up to where it'll be segments coming out as well as the full episode. So if you have a particular one you want to check out, we're gonna have that working. So just so we have consistent content coming out for y'all every time. But I have a fantasy booking. So one thing I thought about was we do like to get in and create stuff. We'll jump into what I call Phantom Studios just a little bit deeper, but we're starting out first with a fantasy booking. And so with this fantasy booking, your task is to give me the promotion they're going to be in. What is the match stipulation wise? Where does it take place? And if a title is on the line.
This is just strictly WWE or anything?
This is anything. This is you. This is a blank world. Okay. So today, okay. So you have to pick what promotion that they're in, the match that you're going to give them, what pay-per-view /PLE will it be at, and will a title be on the line? And if so, what titles will be on the line?
Sorry.
See, fellas, I've told y'all before, get you a spouse, because this would have been able to happen. I'm not gonna say never. I'm not finna have that where you're gonna see someone just, hand me something and I'm like,
little surprise Starbucks delivery. Get you a spouse, y'all. It's the best thing.
Get you a spouse. Get you a spouse that cares. But Hud, Deonne, are y'all ready for the first fantasy booking?
Let's do it.
Promotion, match, and title on the line.
I feel like this is what we do on the regular anyway. So this is
Exactly.
We're always
Exactly.
creating our own shit, like our own fucking scenarios in our head.
Exactly. All right. Today's fantasy booking is going to be Motor City Machine Guns, Prime in their New Japan Pro Wrestling era, and WrestleMania 17 Hardy Boys. They're standing in front of you, and you have to book this match. Now, we'll first go around and say what promotion is this match happening currently? We're in the current times right now, so we're gonna say it like that. Current times right now. You have these two tag teams. Where is this match going to be taking place promotion wise?
Oh, you asked me first?
Yeah, let's go with you, honey.
Promotion wise, these two,
yes,
Prime Motor City Machine Guns and Prime Hardy Boys. WWE Attitude Era ish. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, same promotion for me. Does it have to be modern times, or
you know what? I was gonna say that, but you know what? No, I don't want to limit it because then that limits us to a lot of stuff. No, you set them where you want to set them. Era. So what promotion and era you're putting them in? We'll add that to it. Promotion and era.
Yeah, man, I'm putting them in the Hardy Boys era. That Attitude Era was them. So WWE Attitude Era. This is where this match is taking place. Prime Motor City Machine Guns. Prime them Hardy Boys, man.
Yeah.
All right. I too am going with WWE, but I am going Ruthless Aggression.
Ooh, little plot twist there.
That would be flow.
That would be fun.
Ruthless Aggression.
Ruthless Aggression.
Ruthless Aggression.
I'm going with that era. Now, so you have your Attitude Era, and we have Ruthless Aggression era. Now, what pay-per-view are we having this match at?
I'll go first. We're doing this at SummerSlam.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm going out here. I'm going not WrestleMania, but SummerSlam. I feel like that could be a fun one for that card because low key, if we're going back in time, WrestleMania 17, they stole that night. So
yeah, they did.
And it was a hell of a card too. They stole the night, but yeah, I'm taking them to SummerSlam.
Okay, honey, where are you taking them pay-per-view wise during the Attitude Era for this match?
I'm gonna take it back to when the themes of and stipulations of matches were the names of the pay-per-view. TLC.
Was TLC during the Attitude Era?
Well, I don't know if it was during the Attitude Era, but a TLC pay-per-view and it make it a TLC match in the WWE Attitude Era for these two.
Yeah, it was Attitude Era because that
was definitely Attitude.
Yeah.
But did they have a PLE itself?
Oh, did they have the PLE? They did not.
Okay, so it got to be the PLE that was during that time. So you picked your match. You picked your match. So we know your match is a TLC match. But during that time, since you're in the Attitude Era, you have to pick a pay-per-view during the Attitude Era. I'll give you a little time to think about it, and I'll jump to mine.
No, I actually might have, and I just want to ask to confirm first before I say it. Was In Your House around the Attitude Era?
It was around the beginning because they were always still be like In Your House, Fully Loaded or something like that.
Yeah, that's the one I remember.
Like stuff like that. It would still be like in Cold Day in Hell wouldn't have been Attitude Era, would it have been?
No, I don't know.
It was In Your House, but I don't know. Pre-Attitude. Yeah, I think it's a fine line because I feel like Shawn Michaels is still a real champion. Fine
line. Yeah, because
man, I miss In Your House too, man. They were giving
away
houses.
So fun.
They were giving away houses, man.
Yeah, we'll say In the House, In Your House.
In Your House, TLC match, WWE Attitude Era.
All right. And then ruthless aggression era.
Kind of goes hard though. That
I kind of want to change my pay-per-view now because I'm thinking about Attitude Era.
So for mine, I'm in ruthless aggression era. I'm going with Unforgiven.
Oh, fire! That.
I'm gonna go with Unforgiven.
I missed that pay-per-view. Ugh. Or
right?
I missed Armageddon. Armageddon was my.
And you know what? We're gonna talk about that too on the show. I want you to give me with the current roster, not even just WWE, everywhere. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have a discussion. Armageddon Hell in the Cell match.
Is this the 6?
Like who we're putting in it?
Who we putting to the 6? We putting in today.
Let me write that down so that way we remember it when we're shooting the shit.
Yes.
I've gone back and watched that one recently.
But no, we'll talk about that on the show next week.
I know, but still.
We're gonna have that as a segment. We're gonna have that as a whole
Armageddon
segment.
Hell in the Cell?
Yes, the one that they had with Kurt Angle, Triple H, Rikishi, Undertaker.
Oh, the 6 Hell in the Cell.
Boy.
Yes, 6-man Armageddon Hell in the Cell match.
And let's do men's and women's.
Yes.
Stone Cold didn't even make it into the ring, and he snatched up Kurt Angle, man.
Snatched that man up.
Bro, yoke the life out of him.
Yes.
You're like, psych.
But so we already know Honey said TLC match. So Deonne, what is your match for them at SummerSlam?
I'm doing a straight up ladder match. I feel like tables and stuff might still come into play either way, but you can't have these two teams that just have a regular tag team match. I'm sorry. I'm playing a video game now, man. We're jumping off stuff. We're going through stuff. Ladder match.
Right. We might almost get counted out.
I really, really wish I would have picked another PLE now. Because now the Attitude Era PLEs are coming to mind. You know, No Mercy, Rock Bottom.
You remember Bad Blood and St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
Yeah.
Like all of that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all said Attitude Era. I was like,
okay.
I was like, I'll take that. I'm gonna boost it up, man. I'm going. This is also kind of taken from y'all. So I'm gonna grab this from the Attitude Era. Give me the same stipulations. No, change it. No. Keep it. I want it like how Stone Cold and Triple H had the 3 stages of hell.
3 stages of hell?
Oh my God. You know Jeff Hardy jumping off all 3 stages right through the ring.
Ain't nobody
singles match first, then a ladder match.
You basically Councilman basically doesn't want anybody to survive this match.
Exactly. No one's gonna defend the title after this ever.
Straight fucking carnage. That's mine right there. That is mine.
Nice.
Right
as a tag.
3 steps of hell. Regular match. Extreme Rules match. Then a TLC match.
Boy.
All right. So now we have titles, right?
Yes.
So the way I'm doing it, and I'm just going to say it all together. I'm doing the promotion WWE, the Attitude Era, TLC match at, what did I say? In Your House.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the undisputed tag team titles.
Ooh.
Winner take all.
Okay. Deonne?
All right. So I had some time to think about this because I've been going through the era in my head. The first ladder match was so they could grab a bag of money, essentially, and be Terry's manager. Terry have them as their manager.
Wow.
That was the very first one.
Wow.
No titles, just money bags up there, man. I want a big bag. I want a big bag of money with a $sign up there. And it's a cash prize for this one. No manager, no nothing, no titles. But we're going for how much was that match? 10 grand back then?
I think
about 10 grand.
This is SummerSlam. This is a ladder match. This is Attitude Era. We're putting 100 grand in a bag up there, man. That's what we're doing. That's my title match. 100 grand in a bag.
I like it. I'm going for a career on the line. 3 stages of hell, only one will stay.
Man, okay. I don't think they're gonna make it,
but both teams.
Jeff Hardy's gonna swanton bomb off the 3rd stage all the way at the top. then boom, then go through the second stage, then boom, right through the thing.
Yeah, well, you're killing these boys tonight, man.
Hey, listen, man. If anybody would do it, it would be these two and would put on a show. And because if you get to 3 stages of hell, that means this rivalry is insane.
It's hot.
And it got it. It's hot.
It's hot.
Yes. But that was our pick. So let us know in the comments below, what would your fantasy bookie be between the Motor City Machine Guns in their prime and the Hardy Boys in their prime? What era are you picking and what promotion will they be in? What pay-per-view or PLE will they have their match? And what will be on the line? Would it be titles? Would it be a big bag of money, as Deonne said?
Man, let's take it back.
Yes, or even potential money in the bank. We want to know from you in the comments, and write in the comments below and let us know. Now, before we get out of here, like we said, we like to have a part where we're shooting the shit, but we want to do our closeout first. So just in case, for those that, may want to stay, for those that, hey, man, I'm just here for the wrestling, that's all good. The fact is that you're here. So we're going to close out first. Then we're going to jump back into shooting the shit. So, honey, can you let us know where to follow and support you?
Yes, you can follow me on all things Wrestling with Honey on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Follow and like and subscribe to the Wrestling with Honey podcast on YouTube. And also find me on Women's Wrestling Talk Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Fridays doing double duty because we have our Honey Night SmackDown watch along every Friday. So feel free to join me there. And shout out to you guys in the chat.
Yes, indeed. Deonne, where can they follow and support you?
Yeah, over an All-Star Fandom Show on TikTok and Instagram, over on YouTube as well. We're going through, we're finishing up Star Wars Skeleton Crew next week. It's the finale. Plan on doing a watch along for that, and then rolling into the interview along with my partner Doc and Jen, who is a phenomenal savant of all things Star Wars. I'm super happy to have her on the team to help us out there. And over on Women's Wrestling Talk throughout the week too. When I can get in and jumping in chats for watch alongs when I can too. Happy I met y'all last year. Been a phenomenal time, man. I'm glad we put this together for the podcast.
Same.
And I agree with the folks in the chat. I think this was a great show. I think this is a great pair, and I think we've come up with something really dope that people are going to love and enjoy to keep watching.
2 streets up in the chat.
I know what that means in real life, so I'm gonna be cautious with throwing that up. But we know what y'all know what it means. Somebody ruined that for me. Have told me what doing that means, and I was like,
man.
That's why I won't even tell you off air or anything like that, because I don't want to ruin it for y'all. Stay in ignorant bliss. And
it's fun over here.
That's what I'm saying. Throw it up for me too, because I know I can't do it anymore just because of what I know now. But y'all do it. But yes, I just want to thank the both of you, thank the fans for coming in here and rocking with us. I think this is going to be a dope show. I think it's going to be a dope continuation to the show, and where everybody's going to get to see it. And I can't wait to where we can get it situated to where we can shoot some of these in studio together. Be able to.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, me go to the East Coast. We find a middle section of where we can all do something. One time y'all come over to maybe Vegas or LA, shoot some stuff together. But please believe that is what I see in the future with this. So y'all can always follow me at Will Pharaoh. That's PHARAOH. Make sure you follow me on my socials. Follow me on YouTube. You won't be able to follow me on TikTok within the next 4 days, but you can still go check some of that stuff out. Also, make sure you follow my pages, Arcade Tokens and Straight Out of a Comic Book. Straight Out of a Comic Book, most of the stuff will go on there, long version on myself. And, of course, we're bringing back Arcade Tokens to have stuff that has to do with gaming, comic books as well, and so much more. Just make sure that you keep tuning to check out. And my store is coming very soon, as well as my website. Yes, cannot wait to introduce it to y'all. And it's a lot. So just stay tuned for that. But we're going to play our outro, and then we're going to come back to shoot the shit, basically, so Deonne knows where to cut this and be out.
I was going to say, Councilman, you forgot that they could also find you.
Hey, sit the fuck down, Funaki!
That's on WWT. This is the first one. I had to be professional.
I had to break the ice, man. I'm sorry. I get trigger fingers sometimes.
Oh, shit. No, that shit don't never not be funny. But ladies and gentlemen, see you next time. All right, for those that didn't go nowhere, we are now shooting the shit.
Shoot the shit, y'all.
We shooting the shit, y'all. This is just where we talking, we commenting. Yeah, we
talking
yeah,
shit, the shit.
Exactly. Talking ish for when we get sponsored. Not we don't determine how long these are, but you know, we try to keep it not so crazy. We ain't gonna be here for 3 fucking hours. Because honey also has to go pay the bills as well as Deonne and myself. But this is where again we shoot the shit.
Well, I will say this, full disclosure, I am on call. I'm technically not on schedule. I have to call a little later to see if they need me. So when you're on call, you call in to see if they need you, and if they don't need you, you stay home. So just hoping for the best for that, and I could hang out with y'all longer.
All right. And Deonne not car shopping today, so he should be able.
Got the car.
What about the laptop?
Oh, it's here. It's
yeah. Wait, did you get a Mac?
No, I got an Acer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say if you got a Mac and it's a black one like Honey's, I'm like, all right, I gotta upgrade. I want a black fucking Mac.
Yeah, man. I definitely needed the new hardware. That computer was getting on my last nerve, man.
You got a great upgrade because it's been working great. So but I do want to talk about what Sage D brought up at the beginning of the show. And that was, has social media ruined the kayfabe or made it better?
Yeah.
And that's a good question.
That's a very good question, depending on who you are and who you're talking to.
Yeah. And so for those that may not know, for those, you know, we're gonna give you the real, like the technical definition of kayfabe, and that is the fact or convention of presenting stage performances as genuine or authentic. Now, of course, we know that some of these people are characters that they are portraying. You know, like the Undertaker, real name is Mark Calloway. He's not the Undertaker when he was born or anything. But you have folks kind of like a John Cena, who John Cena is his real name.
Yeah.
And he's portraying him. So I do want to know y'all opinion about it, of just like, as far as kayfabe as concerned, and now that we have social media, does it destroy kayfabe or has it made it better, especially knowing the definition of kayfabe?
I definitely don't think it made it any better, social media, only because we live in a world where there's a lot of fickle people out there. And you know, there's a fine line. Like, I've even had to tell coworkers, like when I talk about, you know, when I work with you guys on the podcast and everything like that, they're like, isn't it F word? I refuse to say it. And I'm just like, no, it's not. And I said, and if you were to ask a superstar or a wrestler that question yourself, you might have a problem on your hands. So, but I will happily let you know. I will happily let you know that it is not. It is scripted. It is a performance. It is a show. It's different. But at the same time, these athletes are on the road 365 days a year, training, working, doing PR, doing, you know, events, going to charities and things like that. And then also doing shows live, both live and house shows and PLEs in between. There's nothing F word about it at all. But for kayfabe with social media, I think it's sometimes really hard for a lot of fans, so-called fans, because half of these comments that you see under there are half the time robots or people with no profile pictures on their page, and they're just, you know, talking ish, kind of like the way we are. But we know the difference. With kayfabe and social media, it's a very, very thin line. It was easier back then, before we had all this access to social media, for us to be able to understand the mystique of keeping your character sacred. Never, not one time had I ever seen Undertaker in street clothes ever. But now with social media, we have seen footage of Taker, and we've seen, of course, like not just the pictures, maybe one or two pictures back in the day, but now with social media, you see a whole bunch of things. Taker hanging out with the Clique backstage, and the BSK crew and things like that. So it was a cool way with certain characters. I felt like it is cool when you really see them outside of their character. And I always thought that Undertaker probably had that coolness about him. Like, he is exactly what he looks like and as advertised. And he's the cool dude, chilled in the back, just keeping an eye on everything. So it's hard sometimes with the perception of what people think and reality and what's really going on. I think social media has kind of ruined it. But for fans like us that have lived in the age before social media was a thing, we understand it. So I just think so much it's so much that this generation doesn't really understand what kayfabe truly is. Just like we kind of really didn't when we were younger, but when we got older, you understand how the business works.
Yeah.
It was a lot of like, they've embraced, WWE has specifically embraced the peeks behind the curtain. I think that's when it started, but I've had a discussion about social media before. I feel like it's a great tool to be able to progress storylines. And some people do use that to still stay in character and progress storylines. But then on the other side of the coin, you're like, well, they should have a right to like post pictures with their families on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like, let's not take that fully away from them. But maybe if their, I don't know, character had a separate social media where, okay, this is Rhea Ripley, the character, social media, and she stays in character on this. Again, a lot of things to juggle. I think it could be used right for storylines and character building and stuff like that. But the question is, like, does it take you away when, like, I see Dominic's wedding and they're in this storyline with him being like who he is and stuff? We understand that it's a show. We understand that it's a performance. But for the longest time, it was perceived as like completely real. Like, I know Undertaker can't shoot lightning from his hands, but I still believed it. It was one of those things where like I can get on board with that. But
the man called himself dead.
Yeah, and people
and mind you, got buried alive, came back. Mind you, also got put in a casket by the whole roster and still came back, rose up and came back again. Like, I don't care. I believed it. He's the Undertaker. He could do anything.
Yeah.
There's just some believability there, and I don't know. And like I said, we've had wrestlers who's used it right. I think Becky Lynch is one who's used her accounts very well, where she progressed storylines through her stuff, especially a few years ago. If used that way, great. But I don't want to tell them like, hey, Rhea, whoever, you can't show like your life outside of wrestling. They're people too, and I get it.
Exactly.
But the peaks behind the curtains have been happening so much often now. It started with that Beyond the Ring, wasn't it, or something like that?
Beyond the Mat.
Beyond the Mat. Thanks. Yeah, Beyond the Mat, and you started seeing how they put stories together, how they put matches together, and I just remember seeing that. And then we get to the social media standpoint now, where we're seeing them training, we're seeing them out together, we're seeing them at New Year's Eve parties.
Yeah,
it's just the way of the times, I guess, and I'm waiting for that wrestler to actually use it as a tool. Like Drew McIntyre, perfect example. Drew McIntyre the past year has used social media better than anyone in recent times that I can remember. He used it to progress storylines. He used it to stay in character. I wish it would be more embraced that way, and instead of showing me like your day-to-day life. But again, I don't want to take that away from somebody showing their kids or showing their family. So it's blurred the lines a lot. I think now, since WWE have just pointed out and said it, like, we're entertainment. This is something that we put on throughout the week, and we go back to our lives when we're not this, like any other actor would, right?
Of course.
So yeah, social media it's taking it away. I'm waiting for somebody to take it and run with it and work with it to make it blur the lines again. But I think those lines the kayfabe era is done.
It could be.
It could be.
Possibly be, yeah.
I would have to disagree.
That is done?
Disagree. Yeah, that is done. And I also would have to disagree in saying that I think I'm not going to say it made it better. I'm going to say it redefined it. Because if you look at it, the few things I think it did take away was this. I think that one, yes, it lowers creating stories around relationships. And I think the way you can get away with that is what they did with Dom and Liv. They embraced it. They was like, hey, you always have more fun with your work wife at home. Because if you think about it, we don't see them kiss. We don't see them do anything too inappropriate that actually takes away from Dom's wife. If anything, that's his work wife, which, again, we all have working. I'm not going to say all of us. Let me not say it like that. But we know that is a common thing to where it's just like, oh, it's like that. And we know that's what it is. But if you're trying to make it to where these people are getting into relationships on camera, then yes, we've taken that away when you get to see like Rhea Ripley and Buddy Murphy and they've gotten married. Yes, that does lower that. And then the same thing I would say from what I don't like about seeing from a social media side, I don't mind the kids because if anything, I think it gives more depth to that character. I think it gives more depth seeing Rhea Ripley married to Buddy Murphy and even being able to understand that. And saying like, hey, this is a new chapter of what I'm seeing to this character because we know Captain America at one point gets married. We know at one point Luke Cage has a child. So we also are now seeing this to where it gives them more of a world than just the ring.
Just the rest.
Yeah, and it treats it kind of like now a book. You decide how you want to see that. Now, the one thing I will disagree with this, like say for another example, Alexa Bliss. Like I like seeing Alexa Bliss's name, but seeing Alex Kaufman as that's your real name, that's where it's like, okay, hey, we got to kind of change that. Especially it's like, okay, if you like to Deonne's point, let's make that separate. But if you're gonna have Rhea Ripley up there and it's just that, I don't mind you including the new things in there. And I think too, you do see them being able to show different growth on there to a point of, like you said, Drew McIntyre with the tweets and advancing the story, but I also see someone developing a character like Selena Vega where she has her own podcast, she does her own streaming and all the stuff that she's creating around this character through social media. So I think it just redefined what it means to be a genuine and authentic stage performance because at the end of the day, all of them are performing. And I think that Kayfabe is way better and can be way better handled than it did back then. I think that Kayfabe was a lot more difficult and unstructured, that it destroyed a lot of lives that wrestlers had because they felt like, I have to play this game.
You have to be that all the time.
Yeah, even to the point of where like, oh, two people that are beefing here shouldn't hang out. Who says they can't? Yeah. Who says they can't be in the same place shaking hands? Like we've seen Batman have to hobnob around with Lex Luthor at a Christmas party. Why can we not see that there?
You know what I'm saying? Put it in those terms, and I completely understand you.
Because again, that's what this is. If it's a character, you look at it like how we break down superheroes. It's now just allowing you to break down a WWE or a wrestling character. Even more, it gives them depth. It makes you want to get involved because as much as if a Tatum Paxley doesn't get enough shine somewhere, she starts to be known because she makes dope ass doll houses on her social media. And it's like, oh yeah, and I didn't know she did the wrestling stuff too. It just gives her more of a persona. And it's well more protected than someone like a Bruiser Brody had to do, where you're this insane psycho in the ring, but back home, you're this lovable person that everybody loves. Like, imagine if Bray Wyatt had to keep being Bray Wyatt everywhere he went. It would destroy him.
Yeah, that sounds exhausting just thinking about it.
Yeah, so I think social media allowed kayfabe to redefine itself, to reshape it, and it's much better for them, and it gives them a better opportunity to do stuff. Because like you said, to help advance your story, to help you get to another level that, you know, creatives may not be seeing you, but saw your social media. It's like, hey,
yeah,
Yeah, or even be into ad dollars, like getting sponsorship because Bianca makes everybody's wardrobe. Like it just, I think kayfabe got redefined by it. So I'm not gonna say that. I will say overall, I think it's better because of the safety of the wrestlers. But I'm not gonna say good or bad. I'm just gonna say it's been redefined.
Same thing.
Exactly.
I mean, but you've seen it. Like, again, like even the new one that's coming out. Usually the two of them sitting in the diner. We don't know what they're talking about, but if you were in that diner, Deonne, and you saw that, you were like,
that don't look right.
That don't look right. But now that it's there and it's kind of out, it's just like, oh, I wonder what they doing. You're not supposed to be sitting with him. It's just like, I wonder why they.
And on top of that, it was like it was supposed to be so real too, right? Like back then, like the lines were like, again, you don't say the F word. If you say that, you're getting your teeth smacked out of your mouth, right? I think that's where it was, where like it was the older wrestlers have been like, it's been like a lifestyle, like you said, right? They have to be this person. They have to keep it up. And now you get to a point, I like your point, Will. No, like it's more people are finding wrestling through other avenues anyway. Yeah. Bianca's making gear. Oh, she makes wrestling gear. Oh, I like her as a wrestler. Let me watch her on Monday nights. Let me watch her on Friday nights. So I get that, but I think just the old way, like you said, of kayfabe is, I think that's the part where like we're done. If I see Drew and Seth riding together, or Drew and Punk riding together, it's not going to be a big deal. Like The Rock toasting with, like recently, right? Like The Rock toasting up with Cody Rhodes. Hey, honey, that's not nice.
No, don't.
That's not nice, honey.
Honey's just
not nice.
Honey's just accepted the bloodline story is over. So she and she found it out that it was official Friday because no Sammy, no Jay. That shit's done. That shit is done.
Solo's gonna have to bend the knee too. He's gonna have to.
No, that's what I'm saying. Or did they say he's gonna have to do it?
He returns
next week.
Yeah, he got the whole Roman Reigns graphic return.
But again, I think he's just gonna be there to stand in front of Cody. I think I think that shit is done.
I think so too.
It's over. And they look strong.
I love you Solo either last night.
Mm-hmm. Which we know that turn finna come real soon. But I think that's cool anyway, just because of it gives them a chance to be there and see what that bloodline can do without having to keep being attached to what the old chapter was.
Yeah.
This is a new chapter. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah.
Also shooting this shit, I wanted to remind you of your Armageddon Hell in the Cell.
No, we're doing that as a show.
You want to do that as a show?
Yeah, we want to do that as a show. Yeah, we're gonna put that on the show.
Good. I have time to think about it.
Exactly. I want y'all to really think about
of today's wrestlers, right?
Yes, today's wrestlers, men and women, and it does not have to be exclusive to WWE. No. We'll do two. One for WWE exclusively, and one just free for all.
Free for all. Okay.
Yeah, free for all. Like if it was like, yo, they allowing us to, we can break the door.
We opening doors over here. Okay. That's what I needed to hear. I just want a confirmation.
Yes. Okay, so we'll have two versions. We'll have two versions. So we'll talk about it when we plan the next one after we finish. I do just want to see y'all initial reaction every time I say this. It's just hilarious. And I just want to know your thoughts. I think the third Spider-Man movie in the Tom Holland franchise is the weakest of all three.
Which one was that one again?
That was Spider-Man.
We got Toby.
No. We're not talking about the top ranking Spider-Man. We're just talking about in those three that had Tom Holland.
I know, but that's the movie where we got
Spider-Man. Yes. So we got Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
Far From Home was the one with Mysterio?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the one I saw. I didn't see No Way Home.
Okay, and I think that's the best one out of the three. And the fact you saw No Way Home just strengthens my point, honey. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Man, I would have been just fine with 2000 Spider-Man, 2001 Spider-Man. I was fine with Toby. It was good for me.
We can definitely get into that one too.
I think it's better than people. It's better than you think, though. Will, like it's a better movie.
3 was ass. 3 made no fucking sense. 3 was the most, and I hate to say it like this. Actually, no, I don't. It was the most dairy privileged movie I've ever seen.
Because he was going to change the entire universe so he could do this.
Bro, let me just line this up about how ignorant this got when I saw it. Spider-Man gets exposed as who his real identity is. Cannot get into college, nor can his friends not get into college because he's Spider-Man. So rather than doing the steps that you should do, because maybe calling the school and saying, hey, is there any way that I can appeal this? Is there any person I can talk to? I'm going to go to the most powerful sorcerer on the planet and ask him, hey, can you like do something to where people don't remember I'm Spider-Man? And then this negligent asshole in Doctor Strange decides to go, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to do it. Let's go to the basement. First of all, already creepy. Why are you taking the kid to the basement? But all right. Anyway, takes him to a basement. Starts to do literally changing the entire reality of us. So he doesn't be remembered as Spider-Man. And then not only that, don't know how to shut the fuck up, then fucks up this guy's spell, cracking a whole line into the multiverse where now different characters from Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man comes in and is now ready to kick his ass, which again, nobody decides to tear Spider-Man to shreds at all. Nobody runs up. None of them even look like they are wondering what the fuck they're at. Then to also top that, we're going to send him on a mission to gather all of them to send them back after you done cracked a hole in the entire fucking multiverse. But the dumbest shit is the fact of your aunt thinking that she can go toe to toe with one of these damn people and got her fucking back broke by a glider. All of this because your goofy ass didn't know to call the college and ask if you can appeal it. That's some dumbass shit. That was a dumbass story.
Okay, I give you some of that. The movie is saved for me.
I have nothing to say because I haven't seen it, so I just
the ending saves the entire movie for me.
And that's why it's the weakest one, because everybody is only going to remember the 3 Spider-Men. That's it.
That's enough for me, man.
And that's why it's not the best one. 2 had the best storyline. It had the best graphics because when he had to go through Mysterio's whole illusion,
that was dope. Yeah,
I couldn't even tell what was real. I was like, "Yo, you still the simulation?" Like that shit scared the fuck out of me because I did not know if he was really back.
Do we get it? Are we getting another Spider-Man?
We're supposed to be getting a Spider-Man 4.
Okay, and this is going to be like a true Spider-Man. I feel like because no one knows he's Peter Parker. He's on his own. He's building his own suits. The Avengers don't know about him.
So here's the issue with this. There is a thing in Sony contracts where Marvel is not allowed to use any of the characters.
Here we go, Sony.
They've used in the movies.
Sony can.
So no Venom, no Doc Ock, no new Green Goblin, no Kraven. No one gives a fuck about Madam Web, but of course she cannot be in there either.
That's the worst.
What about Shocker? Why have they never done anything with Shocker?
No, Shocker wasn't there. Shocker was in Homecoming.
Oh,
he just wasn't dressed like Shocker. Can't Get Right is the guy that played him. Actually, 2 people played it. I don't know why I always call him Can't Get Right.
You ain't the only one.
But his name is Bokeem. But I was like, because he's been in so much stuff. Like,
but you immediately know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but he's a phenomenal actor. But y'all be like, you can't get right. Yeah, well, you know who you are.
The Sony deal is dumb, man. Like we know we can make all this money with Spider-Man in a partnership with Marvel and Disney, but we just go and like make bad villain movies so we can keep all these licenses.
Sony is that bitter baby mama that is pissed off that you've moved on and you got with Disney, and she don't like that, and so she just want to be difficult.
Just petty, man.
Like, yo, it just want to be petty. So petty. Like, yo, can we just
you want to use Kraven? Make a Kraven movie.
Make a Kraven
movie.
movie.
We want to make Venom. Make a Venom movie.
Can you not? So you're gonna make Metal? Can you stop making? Oh, you're making Morbius now? Wow.
You gotta think like Feige is like these motherfuckers, man. Like,
do I not? Do you not get paid enough money each month? Honey, how much time you got left though? How much time you got left? Because I know you got the call. We shooting the itch, so we can.
I got like 5 minutes. I gotta do 5 minutes.
She said I got 5 minutes.
Only because I gotta get ready and mentally prepared and go into this place of occupation.
I would definitely say I am thoroughly blessed to no longer have to do that. I was thinking about that yesterday about how, I do not have to report nowhere, and that is such a blessing. Because like
reporting to yourself is the greatest thing you could do.
It is. It's hard.
And it's a work in progress because I'm working on not trying to report to anybody anymore either.
Yeah, because the thought of I remember because I told somebody I remember when I said 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. air is just different. like when you walk outside, like, and if you work, you know what I'm talking about.
I get it.
Walking out dressed at 6 and 7 in the morning, and that air hits you.
It does hit different.
It's not fun.
It's not. It make you more upset. Like, why the fuck am I out here right now?
Like, why is my dumbass doing this in the first place?
and I see why people get mad when you walk in and you see that worker that's perky, be like, "Hey, honey, how'd you doing?" If you don't shut the fuck up.
How's your weekend?
That's why I strictly come in like this.
Oh yeah,
and headphones on. No one talk to me yet. No one talk to me yet. I'm not ready to talk yet.
I love how every person knows that. I remember working at Apple and going to Apple's at the mall. You have to walk through the entire store and go to the back. And when I tell you, earphones on, music loud. Do not
noise cancellation. No. I don't want to hear nothing.
All you get is this.
Yep, the head nothing.
And that's it. You ain't getting no words.
You'd be lucky if you get that from me.
Right. And that's only to the people I fuck with, not everybody. Like,
exactly.
God, man, I do not miss being up before the sun is been actively working for at least an hour.
Well, that's a dream there.
Yeah.
But I will say though, that is probably one of my favorite times on vacation. It's very random, but one of my favorite things about vacation is getting up, like probably not even getting up because I might just still be up from the night before. But getting up when the sun's starting to come up and watching and then taking a drive wherever I'm at and wherever location I'm in and watching the city get ready. So, like you're seeing the person from Dunkin' Donuts making cut onto the donut rack. Just, I don't know what it is. It's so peaceful of seeing people get the day started.
Yeah.
You on vacation because you like, I ain't got to do this shit.
Right.
It's so soothing when it's like you don't have to do it. Be like, what you finna do? I was like, you at McDonald's.
Nothing. A whole lot of fucking nothing.
A whole lot of fucking nothing. I am booked for absolutely fucking nothing. I do want to ask that before we get out of here. Vacation wise, are you active vacationers? Like you have to have stuff to go do, itinerary, or are you vacationers where I spent all of today sitting in a chair in the beach and someone gave us shrimp and brought it to us?
I was not a beach person before I got with my wife, but there's nothing like a beach nap, man. There's nothing like it. A good beach nap.
On a hammock too?
Yeah, the only thing we plan is like dinner. We'll pack the cooler, bring drinks, bring lunch out there. We'll sit out there all day. People watch, play some music from us. Like that's us. Only reservations we make is for dinner, and we explore the rest after that. No itineraries for us on vacations.
Now, honey, I know you had your amazing date nights where y'all go to the city and then drop bags of
Nike
money.
stores, remember? NBA stores,
jerseys, you know what I'm saying?
NBA official.
Private train rides up to the city. So
all the windows and doors are glass.
Yeah, so when y'all going to Turks and Caicos in Spain for y'all vacations, what type of vacation is you and your husband?
All right, well, I'll give you my reference from when we got married 2 summers ago. We eloped, just the two of us, and went to Hawaii, which was the most beautiful place I've ever been to. And when it comes to vacations, especially that one and a place that we've never been to like that, I guess it's a little bit of both. Like, we had things to do on our itinerary, but nothing crazy, you know what I mean? Like, we planned to go on a tour one day, then there was other days where we planned like, all right, these 2 days we got nothing to do, let's just bullshit on the beach all day. Like, we'll just chill out on the beach. Like, we're a little bit of a mix of both, but I'm more than happy to lay up and be served shrimp and do nothing. I'm all for it. But yeah, I think I'm a little bit of both, but it also depends on where you're at. If we're on a date night in the city, you know, I got my Manhattan walk going and I'm G-checking everybody on the way to the place, you know, got the hand, hold my hand and just follow me. You know, Patrick will be like, what street is this? What street do we have to go to? I was like, no way, we have to go this way. Then we go straight ahead and then we're good. It's there on the left. Like, just walking through everywhere. And, you know, it's pretty, I'm pretty like a little bit of both. It just depends on where I'm at. If I'm in a city, I'm strutting all the way through. If I'm in an island, I ain't doing shit.
Slow walking, as slow as I can walk.
As slow as hell. And mind you, every day out there, we were out there for 8 days. And mind you, every day I was out there, I was barefoot every chance I got.
Mm-hmm.
Barefoot. Yes. All day. Hippie style. I was loving it. It was I would do it all over again.
I think I would Deonne on it, man. I'm kind of just the relax. I think because of how hard I work. Like, I've gone to some spots where I just will chill in the hotel. Like, I won't even leave. Like, the room is like enough for me to be like, because I'm not where I'm normally am.
Yeah.
No, I'm not there.
And you don't gotta clean up the bed or nothing. You got
like,
room service.
Exactly. Like, I remember like going to Vegas. Like, I went to Vegas, did not leave my hotel. I stayed in the Palms Hotel. Everything was there. I did not walk out of my hotel at all. Like, I was in my hotel room. I went down, went to a dope ass buffet. They had a movie theater in there. Like, I didn't fucking leave. Like, I was literally like,
why would you?
Why would I? Like that, and that was my things to do. Like, it was like, okay, I'll go eat, and like, and I think, like, to your point, I think I actually had to say I'm more, I guess, towards because that don't count, eating and then just kind of falling into something. I think it'd be more to Boza, depending on the mood and the occasion. Like Vegas, I'm like, okay, I'll go sit down and play blackjack. Like, I was playing blackjack at like 4 a.m. Like, I just randomly got up.
Go down and go.
That's another thing. Like, if we're in Atlantic, like, that's another scenario. Like, if Patrick and I are in Atlantic City, we're probably not going to sleep. Them casinos keep you awake, man. Like, so you're up all night. Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. Why go to sleep? We might as well just go get breakfast.
Exactly.
You know?
That's exactly what it happened to. I think I went to sleep for 2 hours just because I just nodded off, and I woke up. It was like 4. I was just like, you know, I'm just finna go downstairs. People,
they're still there. Yeah,
everywhere. And I go, and this is not being insensitive. This is not me being prejudiced or nothing like that. But a lot of Asians be gambling at 4 and 5 in the morning. All right, don't be canceling me. That's what I saw.
Way to deduce that, Will. Why you went down?
I'm just saying, because I don't remember being like, oh, why you got to be like that? I'm just throwing it out there. Apparently, Asians like to gamble at 4 a.m. So don't
look down on me for this, or me and my wife. We have become Disney adults. We will go to Disney World, and
I'll go right now.
And I was like, who you? I was like,
people have this sort of idea of what Disney adults are. We're gonna take our kid, obviously, down the road, but we've been every time, at least once or twice a year. for the last like 4 years. It's the greatest place. Like, that's my happy place. Like,
hell yeah.
Hollywood Studios, love it. She loves Epcot more because of all the food and all the drinks. It's more adult. Apparently, I'm not adult enough to enjoy Epcot.
Hey, no, you know what Epcot
Islands of
is?
Adventure is fire too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Epcot is more of is like City Walk in a bit. It's like more of the City Walk.
Well, yeah,
that gives you the credibility to say you went to a theme park. The theme park is Disney.
Yes, this Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, the Tron ride. Like, we're planning on going this. We're planning on going this summer again too. So
no one's
love Disney World because I never went as a kid, and I went as an adult for the first time.
I went as a kid just because we used to go to the one in Florida because that's where my dad's from. So when we drove, we would be staying like at my cousin's house in Jacksonville, and then when it was to go to Disney, we drive to Orlando, then book a room for that day, then have that night, and then drive back up to Jacksonville, remain there, and then drive back to Texas. And I loved it. The thing I have not done yet is actually go as an adult with adults. Because the one thing I will say is do not go to a theme park by yourself single with a family. That shit is ass. That shit is ass.
I hear you on that.
Like, and don't get me wrong. They if they know who they are and they're watching this, I love them to death. I love their kids. I love the wife, husband. It has nothing to do with them.
Yeah,
but going as a family, ass. Ass. I suffered my first panic attack at Disney.
How? Well, really? Did we lose somebody?
No, it was just like, one, I was going through some stuff already during that time, and just like the whole thing of like, you don't realize like how not in control of stuff you are. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to realize like the kids are in charge. The kids are in charge of everything. And then for me, during that time, like, I've built a boundary of getting back to like how I used to be in my former lives of just, I didn't like to like, when you kind of leave, that's and go do your thing. Like, now I don't have a problem saying that. Like, if I don't want to eat there, I'm not eating there. And I just mean in that particular case, like kids are going to want to eat what they want to eat. Yeah. Now, no, I'll be like, hey, I'm finna go. But no, honey, if you got a dip, just let us know. I know. Yeah, because again, we just shooting the shit. This is just like.
No, I know. I just don't want to be like rude and just leave.
Nah. Just let us know. Be like, hey, I'm finna jump off of here. Y'all be good and stuff. Yeah, this is raw footage that they watching right now.
Give me like 2:55, so like 3 minutes. That's fine.
Okay. Oh yeah. We'll finish it then and then wrap up. Yeah, it was not great. You didn't get to ride the ride you want to ride. And then we rode, and then like the worst thing too was it's just how everything shaped up. So it wasn't majority on them. Like, one, I was working and I was still kind of I was working remote as a designer, but it was like an on-call thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I had to take my laptop with me to Disney.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, so I got a backpack on with a huge ass laptop. And I have to take this everywhere just in case someone needs something. I had to edit something. Again, at the time, I'm just like, okay, I'm thinking that's my job. Now that I'm a little bit older, it's like, man, I can do that shit when I get the fuck back. Like, that. But again, this was just coming off the heels of actually now getting the income again and not just doing it on your own. And I went on. Do y'all remember the Hollywood Hotel when it used to drop?
Tower of Terror?
Tower of Terror, yeah. It was called the Hollywood Hotel. They changed it, and the theme now is Guardians of the Galaxy.
We saw that. Yeah. That's what y'all have in LA.
Yeah.
Or in Disneyland. We still have the old one down here in
Tower of Terror.
Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
I love the classic, man. Tower of Terror.
It's way better. Way better. I mean, don't get me wrong, Guardians of the Galaxy is fun, but again, classic, you can't beat it. Now, I don't know if this is staff fault or whoever fault this is, but no one told me I could check my bag. They just let me get on this ride with my backpack.
Oh yeah, because you're able to.
Now, mind y'all, here's my goofy ass.
I don't like where the story's going.
My goofy ass is so tired and exhausted, and they want to ride this ride. I take my backpack off, and because they have where it comes down like this, you gotta hold it. So I take my backpack and I put it between my legs, thinking I should be fine. Now, this is where I also discovered superpowers are real. We just got to figure out how to tap into them. Rocky Raccoon comes out, says some shit, and the ride drops.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all I see is my backpack.
I do not mean to laugh.
So wait, they have like those come down on that one? I don't think they come down like that on.
Yeah, they came down
on the original one. I think it's still like a bar.
This one was these because I had to take my backpack.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Because of how wide my shoulders are.
Just imagine you going like that.
Yo, and that like when I tell you.
As you did that with the bottle, all I hear is the Inception music. And
I saw it. That's just how it went, though. And and I see it go up. And I'm telling you, time slowed all the fuck down because it was just. And I grabbed the strap.
Man, a Quicksilver moment.
Grabbed the strap, brought it back down. And the thing slowed and stopped. And I literally, as it came down, I was. And I held that shit.
Laptop.
I held that shit the entire ride as we went up and down. And all I could imagine was, what if I didn't catch it?
Oh,
who would have caught this laptop to the head?
You sued the ride.
I'm trying to think.
No, I got sued because I brought it up there.
Oh my god!
Again, this is like a 15-pound laptop.
Okay.
Now coming back down, like who this could have hit, what this could have hit the ride, and me it dropping. I was like, yo, I had all these scenarios in my head while we're still on this ride, mind you.
Yeah.
So from that pressure. Also being in like lines for rides because we didn't have express pass. I don't like lines. I don't like being in lines, none of that stuff. Like I cannot stand to be in lines. Like it makes my balls itch to be in a line. Like I will not go into something if I see a line. I'm like, no, I'll go back there.
That's a tough one though, Will. It's Disney though, man. Like it's worth.
That's why I pay extra for the express.
I get the fast pass. Fuck
exactly. If I gotta wait in the fast pass, that's fine. After waiting 5 minutes, you about to see another version of myself.
Well, they changed it from like the Genie app to like back to like sort of a fast pass sort of thing.
Yeah.
Again, you could schedule your rides and do all that stuff. My wife got really good at it. She became the navigator for the day. And I was like, what we got next? All right, let's go. I just followed her.
That's what I need. We didn't have that. So we're in regular lines and we're going where the kids want to go. I've already had this stress. And now going through these things, by the time we got to the Pirates of the Caribbean,
great ride.
Didn't get to get on it. Didn't get to get on it.
Sorry.
They were like, it's gonna be like an hour and 45-minute wait. We're gonna take the kids and go wait in line. I as soon as she said it, that's when I stressed out and had a panic attack. And my homeboy had to sit with me. He was like, "You good? You good?" I'm just like, "Yo, I cannot fucking do this." Like
with everything going on, that Disney on top can be overwhelming, man.
And that's what did it. It was everybody now around me. And I'm a very paranoid type of person. So I'm kind of like how Honey is, like when you walking down, you're
scoping things out.
Yeah, you scoping. And it's just like, yo, and I'm here by myself. I don't know the exits. I'm not, I'm with a family, and it's like, yo, it was so many thoughts for somebody that already overthinks. It just fully just felt like a wave come through, and I was just like, yeah, the next time I do this, I'm gonna be fucking drunk and hide my mind with my and all be of age.
I know we were talking meeting up somewhere for wrestling. Anytime you want to go to Disney World, shine the bat signal. Me and my wife will go. We just we look for a reason, honestly.
Bet.
If we say like, "Hey, Will, honey," everybody's gonna be like, "All
Hey,
right, we'll go."
you most likely gonna get called this summer.
My parents live in Florida. We were gonna be making a visit to them soon. Like, I don't know if Disney would be in the works, but that would be something.
Let's legit do that. Let's
Put the
legit
date
do that.
down. We look for a reason to go.
Oh, and then Universal too?
We went to Universal the first time last year.
Nintendo World is coming out there though.
We saw that. That's gonna make us go back.
God.
All right, so summer then. Let's look towards. So I will come out there in the summertime to go to Disney. And
Listen, there's a video. There's a video of me somewhere. I know my dad has it somewhere, but there's a video of me. I forget exactly how old I was, but I was definitely like an adult, and I was doing the bye 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 dance with Stitch.
See, moments like that.
Hey,
and I need my
best moment of my life.
I need my moment. I need my picture with Mickey. That is
those meetups are wild too.
Those are the best.
Yeah. Everybody got a bucket list.
Yeah.
Mine on my bucket list is to get a picture with Mickey Mouse.
I would love a picture with Mickey too. That was my grandma's favorite.
What? Mine's is Gaston, man.
Gaston.
Gaston is fire. But I missed out 3 times on this. The first time I went to Disney, this motherfucker was off. I was like, first off, what?
I guess not no days off. Disney's daily.
Yeah, I was like, how is Mickey off? What?
You're home, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, I was like, what is off? They was like, well, you can take a picture with Goofy and Donald. Fuck Goofy and Donald. I got to whoop that day too. My mom whooped my ass that day. My mom beat the shit out of me when we got back to that.
Goofy gonna beat your ass on sight.
No, you know what's funny? Goofy ain't shit either because I said it out loud and Goofy was like, big ass gloves.
They're never. I feel like every time they do the meet and greets and we're walking, there's never like a full on like long wait times either.
Let's see. This is before wait time, so this was
okay. So this when you're younger. Okay,
yeah, you had to catch them walking to get a picture. They didn't set it up like they said tonight. Yeah, that's what his son said.
I'm gonna hook you up.
Bitch. I was like, I don't want to take no picture with them because I was so mad because that's all I wanted. I didn't ask for nothing. I didn't ask my mom to buy me nothing, anything. I was glad to be there. My only thing I wanted was a picture with Mickey. I didn't get it. I went back as an adult with this group. And
that was your bucket. That was on your list.
That was on my list. This one, they had every version of Mickey but the original. Matter of fact, I didn't get a chance to look for Mickey when I had the panic attack. I didn't get a chance for that. The second time I went was with a family, my homegirl and her son. Not the same experience, but again, it's funner when you go with people your own age. But she knew that I wanted to get a picture with Mickey. Went to the line. They're in town square, and he's standing in the middle. There's a line to go take a picture with him. I was like, look, I'm finna break what I normally say and go get in line. I went to get in line, and I there's this kid, and the lady asked me if she would mind if he could go first because it's a little hot, and I just don't want him to, he's getting dizzy. And I was like, me being the nice person I fucking am, or being the good man that I am, I was like, yeah, sure, y'all can go ahead and go first. That man took the picture with that kid, and to end the story out, that motherfucker went on break right after he took a picture with the kid.
Oh, man.
And he'll be back in 30 minutes. I was finna fight everybody. I was about to fight everybody. And then I had to be reminded, how would you look, a 6'3" dude built like an NFL linebacker, beating up Disney police because you couldn't get a picture with Mickey? I was like, fuck this. And with that said, man, we're going to get out of here with shooting shit. We hope y'all enjoyed the segment. Let us know in the comments below if you enjoy shooting the ish. And I'm sure we're going to keep going. We're going to catch y'all next time.